posture.
Yeah.
Just so damn vertical, dude. I just felt like she
stood
for something.
She stood for
That's what I felt like.
Yeah, for life.
She just had confidence in her bones, you know?
I said that to Steve. I was talking to someone on the way here. I said, I saw Attell was in New York when I was in New York, and he's got all these bags. He was hunched over. I was like, all my comedic heroes have scoliosis. Like all of them are like they're all like kind of like tiny and bent over, and I don't know what that is. I need to get better. It could be the stress, posture.
The burden.
Yeah, the burden of being so hilarious, being so smart and funny like Attell is.
Probably the stress. Attell kind of shies away from people sometimes too. He doesn't like to kind of be seen. I feel like it makes him nervous.
Right. Well, I mean, I think it's also because I think too many people want to come up to him and talk to him.
Yeah.
Because he's so funny and so known. But I was watching him walk, and he just like I was just like, it looked painful. It looked like he was kind of like.
Well, he doesn't do yoga. I don't think he's like a yoga. You know, he's not. That's not one of his things.
No, not anymore.
What's going on, man? You got the new tour, I know.
I'm doing a new tour in 2020, the Red Rockin' Tour.
That's awesome, man.
Dude,
Congrats, bro.
Thank you, dude. I've never done small theaters. This is the first time I've ever done small theaters in my life, and I'm nervous. We talked on the phone a year ago when you started doing, but you were doing bigger theaters than I'm going to do. I'm doing tiny little theaters, and the nerves are right. You were righteous about. You were like excited, nervous. I remember we talked on the phone. I was on the 405. I remember coming from the airport, and you were like, "I'm excited, but I'm nervous." But it's dope. I'm so happy, but the pressure is different. It's different than a club. I don't know. I don't know why, but it is.
Yeah,
the scale, the growth. You know.
Yeah, the scale, the energy, the excitement. For me, a lot of it was just like how does the words work in the room? What does like the audio sound like?
Right, because
I started worrying about everything. Whereas clubs, I had just gotten used to it. I knew kind of how it went. I knew if it sounded strange, how to adjust it.
Right.
But in these different venues where they're all kind of different, it was that can be a little confusing.
Well, here's why: because they don't do comedy shows all the time, right? A comedy club only does comedy shows.
Yeah.
It's an on and off switch. But with these venues, some of these that I'm doing, they're rock clubs.
They're, you know, Cirque du Soleil or something.
Yeah, an off night for the Cirque.
What?
Yeah.
They do
but I use
Disney on
straps.
Ice.
Do they
Disney on Ice?
Really?
Dude, I remember I went to Disney on Ice, boy.
I've never been.
We were fired up when we were kids, man. We went. I remember some guy was smoking a joint at it.
At Disney on Ice? Well, really?
Yeah, because mostly it was kids there, and I just remember looking at this guy being like, "Dang, dude."
Yeah, but you know, he's got to get his. You can't hate on that guy. Medication.
Yeah, well, at the time, it's funny that at the time nobody saw it as medication. At the time, it used to be just getting high, and now it's considered medication. Isn't that kind of fascinating?
Yeah. Well, it's only because people have come around to the idea that it's not as bad as people want it to be.
What do you think we'll go even higher with drugs? Do you think we're going to get to like a level, like somewhere they just legalized some cocaine, I believe?
Yeah, Dominican Republic.
Was that it? The D.R.?
The D.R. They got cocaine legal, and they also have frog licking is legal now too in certain countries. You can lick psychedelic frogs. I think there's a roof for sure. I think there's a roof. Denver just legalized mushrooms.
Oh, they did?
Colorado. That's right.
Well, dude, for a while now, I'll notice. You find anything, Nick? I'm not seeing anything on the screen.
Mexican court says cocaine use is legal for 2 people.
Mexico City. Wow, they're having a lot. I mean, with all the shootings.
What was the case? Yeah, what happened? Why did they needed it?
2 people should be allowed to use it legally, it says. The ruling means the unnamed pair can use but not sell, according to Mexico United Against Crime.
Huh. They need that energy to get back and forth over that border, you know?
Yeah.
It's like playing, it's like Red Rover. It's a brown rover down there. I said on Chris DeStefano's podcast with Giannis Papas, I said, they were joking about building the wall, and I said, the wall is cruel. Like, it's a cruel thing, but I think it'd be funny if it was a maze.
Yeah.
Like, if they had to, like, really... You know what I mean? If it was an obstacle course?
Dude, yeah.
Like, if it was American Ninja Warrior down there, I'd be so down for that.
Well, dude, and then the people that would be coming in, you'd be getting some real heroes into America.
A lot of talent.
Oh,
a ton of talent. Yeah. You get some like grade A athletes crossing the border.
Well, I think there should be a return system. That's just what I think. It's like one enters, one leaves. It's
Right.
like I wish there was a level in America for people that don't want to try and contribute at all to society.
Yeah.
That we get to,
Oh, that's smart. Like it's like a battle royale, though. You have to prove why you get to stay and someone has to go.
Yes.
That's dope. That's a great idea.
Or let Vegas bet on people at a certain point at the border to like another point. Let them bet like just on who is going to get.
Can they make it to the next level?
Yeah.
It's like Mario. We're setting up Super Mario Brothers and seeing what level they pass. They have to beat a boss at every point. And then they get certain, you can get wings. You know what I mean? You can get a jetpack if you want.
A jetpack would be dope, dude.
You get to jump over people.
Some guy is flying by like, man, I'm lost, man.
They're going to level 3.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. I don't know. I think a lot of times about the border, like the people that live there. What is their life like? That's who I really
That live at the border.
yes,
town?
like
Yeah.
like what is it like for them? Like it's easy for us to say this or that, but it's like, what is it like if you had like are people running through people's backyards? Is it scary? Or
Gotta
people?
be. It's got to be, right? We used to go down in college. There's a place called South Padre Island, Texas.
Oh, yeah.
We used to go down there. You've probably been down. You've probably done South Texas. And there's a border town called, damn, Nick, you probably have to find it.
Rosa?
No, it's called,
Nogales? No.
damn, bro. It's South Padre Island, Texas. There's a border town to this big bridge you cross, right? It's a massive bridge.
Port Isabel?
No, man, it's a Spanish name. It's in Mexico, that border town there.
Well, Isabel, yeah.
But
It's
not
Spanish.
Isabel. That's Isabel. Go. There it is. Matamoros. That was it. Look to the left.
Matamoros.
Matamoros. Right. So we went into Matamoros,
Keep going over to the left.
and this was
Matamoros.
Matamoros. There it is. And this was bad, man. We got in the bed of a pickup truck, in the bed of an F-150, like a 1990 F-150, and this. Now I'm embarrassed, but I was like in the back, and we had all been drinking. And it was the truck was bouncing bad. And I looked where the bed connects to the cab, and it was like loose. Like it was not secure. You know what I mean? It was jiggling.
Yeah.
And I looked around, and I'm realizing I'm going over this bridge like 80 miles an hour. I was like, this is how I die.
This is how it ends.
This is how it ends.
Dude, do you ever
couldn't
feel like, though,
believe
if you died in Mexico, you wake back up in America?
Yeah. It was like like you start again, like in you reanimate, but where do you come back to? Where's the city you come back out
I
of?
think I'm going probably Columbus or Toledo.
Toledo sounds Toledo or Kansas, somewhere in Kansas.
Oh, that'd be beautiful. Or just walk straight out of that cornfield over there in Iowa, right in Dyersville. Yeah.
Yeah, but you get like a new beginning. Right? If you could start over, If you could be you reincarnated, you same Theo in another part of the world. Say you were born in another part of the world, but you're the same cat. Where would you be?
I'd go Asia, dude.
Yeah.
So I'd be really shocking to people.
Right.
They'd be like, damn, this Asian dude is different,
It's way different. Why does he
Yeah.
sound like that?
Who's this Chinese guy, man? He's very unique.
Born and raised in Pyeongchang, and
Yeah.
you sound like that. You think you know how I look like when I went around Japan?
Oh, wow.
A guy booed me at the train station. Yeah, I swear to God.
Well, dude, redheaded people and redheaded different type of species and stuff. Y'all have had not the best PR. How did all that start? I think
don't
alcohol.
know.
Do you think it was
Alcoholism.
Irish and alcohol?
Yeah. The country. I've said this before. Ireland is a sad, wet island, and it's got a lot of the history is bad, man. You're talking about like raping and pillaging of these poor people, and then
Who did it?
well, Vikings came through and raped everybody, really. Anybody in the north up there, right? And then on top of it, you have like potatoes. Potatoes collapsed to society? That's sad that a root vegetable collapsed your whole society.
Yeah. And do they have sweet potatoes too, or just regular potatoes?
Ain't nothing sweet up there. Bro.
Oh, man, bro. Bro, you got to fucking sugar up your tots, bro. You
Yeah.
can't even, I can't imagine running on just potatoes.
Just regular
Imagine they
potatoes.
go somewhere finally and they see that somebody else has sweet potatoes and they're just like,
What have we been doing?
doing?
They don't grow up there. Nothing much grows up there.
Yeah.
But it's just like,
But they're fierce men, though.
yeah, they're tough. They're tough people, man.
They're tough as nails. You can kill them and they won't die.
No, they like they're half cats. They call them half cats. They got 4.5 lives. It's unbelievable. I think, but that's how they build anybody tough. When you come, like you're from the South, where people from your area growing up, they grew up really tough, so they're naturally just tough people.
Yeah, like a little edgier.
They just have I'm not saying everywhere, but certain parts of places where you had to just grow up around a little bit more attitude and edge, people tend to be just tougher mentally. I'm not saying they're all strong people by physical standards, but they all have to have kind of like the way to get through strife easier. When you face a lot of stuff like that, you see that in tough cities. You Baltimore, just like tough people, man. That's a tough town to live.
Baltimore's a tough town to live in, dude. Baltimore's the only show I ever had where they had to stop the show because people were fighting in the audience is Baltimore. Yeah.
Was that for a Comedy Factory? Is that what it was? Or no, what was that?
I don't remember.
Isn't that the
what
name of
it
that club? I
was.
can't remember the name of that club. The Power and Light District. Somebody got shot while I was in Baltimore in that area. The day that I got into Baltimore, somebody got shot, and I remember talking to the manager and being like, "Man, that's nuts, right?" And he's like, "Not really, man. that's not too uncommon." He was like, "It happens, you know." I was like, "I hope it doesn't happen this weekend." He's like, "No, they got one out of the way. There'll be extra security all weekend." Where did I just come back from? That was I was just in Indianapolis. Is a strange city. A wild, strange city. Yeah, I'd never been to Indiana. Other than crossing the border when we were in high school to buy cigarettes and booze.
Oh, y'all had to go over there? We're from Chicago. Where you guys go over to like buy Notre Dame or something? Did you guys ever go there?
I went to Notre Dame one time. But when you cross the border in Indiana, you would get people go for cigarettes and stuff because everything's cheaper. Everything was cheaper there.
Oh.
It was just way cheaper. And then people would go... it just there was less rules in Indiana. Like they just cared a little bit less.
Yeah. Oh, I could see that.
They were more lenient about selling illegally.
Most places, things get certainly a little bit more lenient. Out here, sometimes I can't figure out what it is about LA because there's a lot of things that I do like about it. It's like you have the opportunity, It's like I can go do comedy anytime. I get to be around like really funny people that like I look up to and admire,
Right.
And then also like diversity is so different here. It's like here, it's like, yeah, there's a lot of different ethnicities. Everybody kind of gets along. It's pretty chill. There's not really like race. I don't ever feel like racial tension here, really.
Yeah, but I think it's also because there's a lot of this city is pretty segregated in a weird way.
Oh, it's definitely segregated, no doubt.
So that's why I don't think there's a lot of tension here because it's almost like people stick to their neighborhoods here, right? Like you go in a Latinx, you go in a Mexican neighborhood, and it's almost all Mexican, and then a little bit of Korean. But then Koreatown's all Korean. I feel like when you go to other cities like New York or Chicago, it's a lot more mixed.
Oh, I mean,
it's segregated still.
Yeah.
But it's like you almost don't have a choice but to interact because of public transportation. We don't do that here.
Right.
If there was more public transportation, more races would interact here. Because people of all colors of working class levels that need to use it, you just have to interact.
Or even as people looking for stuff, if people were like outdoors, like...
Everyone's in the car.
Everybody's in the car. You can't even, if you see somebody walking here, you're like, damn,
You feel
hope
bad.
they're okay.
Yeah, you feel
and it's just some guy walking to the store. Yeah.
Going grocery shop. Who did I see walking? I saw a comic walking today in the rain.
It's so weird when you see somebody walking that you're like,
it's so strange. I speed up so they don't see me. I don't want them to see. I don't want to have that weird, hey, it's too little time to talk, so you just have to keep going. Have you seen someone in public that you made eye contact with that that you just don't say hi? You guys just keep moving?
There's a lot of people I feel like that I know by face, but I don't know who they are, and I can't remember how I know them or anything. And
so you just avoid it?
No. I'll kind of engage a little. Sometimes I'll go into a deep conversation. I've always had a tough time of knowing like how well I know people or not, Like I remember one time I went to somebody's like baby's christening or something, and they're like, "What in the fuck are you doing here, dude? Like you don't even fucking know us, And I was like, "Oh shit, man, I fucking."
But you were being nice. You're like, I just want to see the baby get birthed.
Yeah,
like I want to see the blessing,
Well, dude. Look, bro, and the baptism, dude. I freaking still remember, dude. I remember taking a couple extra sips when I was under that water, bro.
You were guzzling.
Oh, yeah, dude, I'm staying down there.
I remember the first time I stole one of those, the blood of Christ at a Catholic church.
Because did you do some altar boying?
No, I did none of that.
Really?
We weren't Catholic, really.
Dude, you should do a series about being a taller altar, like the
tallest altar boy.
Yeah,
the tall boy.
Yeah.
The taller boy, the talter boy.
yeah, the talter boy. Dude, I could tell you totally. Because let me just say this: anytime people look at you, they think you've done altar boying. Do you think that?
100%.
I think so.
Yeah.
I did it, so I know my kind. You look like one.
Yeah.
Oh, really? You were an altar boy?
Yeah. I was safe though. I think they knew I would squeal.
Is that why you got that one wandering eye?
I'm just learning about this. So
He has to refocus every couple of seconds. You see it recheck a little bit.
Oh, just checking for the
He's good, but he's good because he's got his eyes on a swivel.
Eyes on the Lord, looking for the devil.
He's always looking for the devil. That's why he's a smart cat. No, we weren't Catholic enough for me to be a part of the church. I also got asked to leave Sunday school multiple times.
I could see that though.
I just didn't enjoy the content.
Yeah,
I just was like, I questioned everything. That's why I like Jews. That's part of their religion is to question more. Catholics are like, don't ask.
Yeah,
it's none of your business. Jews are like, inquire.
Yeah, let's see what's going on.
Let's
here.
figure this out. Yeah, they're all detectives.
But sometimes the questions just go too far, and it's like, oh, dude, everything.
Yeah, relax.
Yeah,
slow down.
Let's chill out, dude. It's just yogurt, you know.
You don't need to get the
relax.
fingerprint kit out. Yeah, for Catholics, no, we weren't Catholic enough to be an altar boy. How many years did you do it, Nick?
All grade school, so K through 6.
Wow.
I'm not going to ask you the embarrassing, obvious, cheap question,
But
but was it traumatic at all? Did you hate it?
I said I think I was safe because they thought I would tell if.
So sure, you
if
look like you
anything happened.
snitched.
Yeah. I wouldn't let that happen to me.
The church was so mean. My mom, because my mom, I mean, all my family went to Catholic school, and the nuns would beat their ass.
Oh yeah, nuns
I'm
are
saying
gangsters.
smack them in the face.
Wow.
They would smack my mother in the face. My mom said it was a totally normal thing, and no one would say anything. If you so much as like made like one of those things, they would crack you in the mouth.
But now people question. There's so much more questioning of the Lord, or questioning of like any sort of like mainstream parameters. It feels like, questioning of police, questioning of teachers.
Well, authorities always had society's always had a problem with authority.
Yeah,
and we want to know why they treat people certain ways. I mean, power is bias, right? So authority is going to be bias as well. Who you are negative and positive to is inherently going to be part of your chemical makeup and your bias towards who you like and dislike, and all that stuff is deep rooted in where you come from, who you were raised around. So it's just inherent for us to question authoritative figures, because who gives anybody the right to tell someone what to do? You know what I mean? It's kind of like when they say there's no bias in refereeing or umpiring. It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
You think there is?
100%. Because regardless of if you're a referee and you're refereeing a Kentucky game and a Arizona game, whatever the sport is, you will have inherently one closer relationship to one of those two places because of a friend, a family, something. So there's gonna be something in there.
Like a moment in your, this could have gone either way. I'm gonna give it that way.
100%.
That's true.
I just don't believe there's no non-bias in judging an authority. It just can't exist. That's why jury duty is bananas. It's crazy to ask the people. I think that's it should be a computer.
Now it's crazier than ever.
Yeah.
Because now it's like you have people that are really more like, okay, I'm over here, I'm over here. Like if you walked into a jury now, you're going to look at the jurors and be like, fuck, like, fuck no, dude, I don't stand a chance here, or I do stand a chance
or
here.
I'm going to get away with murder.
Yeah.
You're right though. I think society is doing this thing now where it's more, people are so much more defined. Like there's, for some reason, people are so angry at the opposition, whatever they dislike, that they want to go as far as they can away from them, when you should be getting a little bit closer to find out why they feel that way. I don't know, man.
There's a lack of empathy sometimes. It's just like there's definitely become, and somebody said they were trying to make virtual reality so you could empathize with the way that other people are.
Oh, that's
like some
cool.
company was trying to make virtual reality so you know how it is to be Mexican, or you know how it is to be black, or you know how it is to be no arms or whatever, have nothing or can't read or something. And I'm like, well, fuck, dude, nobody's gonna play that game. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, yeah. So for some reason, a lot of these white guys aren't playing this game.
That sounds like the worst game. Bro, dude, you know who doesn't get enough credit? Mexican people, dude.
I love Mexican people.
Bro, everything in Los Angeles, the predomination of the workforce is Mexican.
The
right?
reason we're in operation is because of Mexican people. If Mexican people literally left Southern California, nothing would function. I'm dead ass serious.
Yeah, they could easily change the minimum wage if they want. If they all just said,
if they took a knee.
Yeah,
like if they protested. I mean, think about almost every meal I eat is cooked. Predominantly, there's a lot of Mexican cooks. A lot of Mexicans are caretakers of, everything from labor jobs to hospice, hospital jobs. I mean, your
fields, from grapes to freaking raisins to human raisins,
everything.
Bro. Senior citizens, dude.
Human raisins.
Everything. It's just like, man, and I was thinking, but it's like it's not racist to say that.
Why would it be?
Yeah.
We're giving credit to a predominant workforce.
Yeah.
There are hardworking people who find the jobs that work for what they can give versus, and I'm not trying to be, this dude, but a lot of Americans, especially Americans that were like taking our jobs, a lot of those Americans didn't try for those jobs anymore. So you can't be mad at people that were hardworking, that wanted something. You can't be angry about that.
Yeah, I never get hardworking is my favorite attribute of anybody.
Yeah, if you'll stop at nothing to just continue to work hard and get new work, I don't know how you can be so mad at that. It's your own fault for you get in your own way. But people want to get lazy and then they complain.
Yeah,
there's not enough work and somebody's taking my jobs. I promise they're not taking your specific. And by the way, there's always new jobs being worked out. Someone's figuring out a new job somewhere. I think people just get lazy and it's easier to complain. It's way easier to complain.
Oh, yeah.
Than to do anything.
Oh, I do it like I notice about myself. I'll do it like with the industry and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
It's like just having it because I have a chip on my shoulder a lot of times about the industry. So
do you though still?
I think it just carried over, But I think a lot of it, I think just from over years of feeling like, oh, I didn't get a chance, so many people get chances that it seems like you would get a chance, you would get more of an opportunity that even when I do have opportunities, I don't notice them because I'm still stuck in that mindset sometimes,
I feel that. But I mean, what would you want differently now? Do you know what I mean? What would it be differently at this point?
What's funny is sometimes I don't even know and I will still
get mad about it?
Have that edge, yeah.
That's funny.
So yeah, I'm just saying like I can that I relate to what you're saying there because it's just easier sometimes to complain. Sometimes, and here's the thing: a lot of times I don't even notice it about myself.
You don't know you're doing it.
Yeah, that you have this like kind of like it's not a self-pity thing, but it's like it's easier to keep that ball in the air, than to let it than to get over whatever it is,
totally,
and take advantage of your opportunities.
Totally. I mean, I was talking to someone the other day. I won't mention their name, but they were talking to me about how somebody had kind of hurt them.
And you can say who it is, dude.
He doesn't. He probably wants to keep it private.
Oh, I thought it was Tulsi Gabbard.
It is. Yeah, Kamala Harris. She was talking about. She was like, "That bitch hurt me bad," and I said, "She's got that bus now. Anybody riding on it?" She got a bus and then she dropped out. Wasn't that hilarious? That was the funniest video I've ever seen in my life. She's like, "Look at my bus," and then like 2 minutes later, she was like, she dropped out. I think the bitch just wanted a bus. That's all it is.
This is a bus home. Yeah. All aboard, dude. I love politics. Is getting so fucking good, bro.
It is.
So many people are getting in.
Funny.
And for all of these candidates, especially like the Democratic candidates, have all just like they're all just canceling each other out before they even have a chance. It's so
how many Republicans you know are running? By the way, how many can you name?
None, I don't think.
Isn't that funny? But I can name you 10 Democrats who are like putting their hat in the ring now. I mean, Mike Bloomberg is putting all these ads out.
Bloomberg got in. I think he stands the best chance, but I think Sanders stands your best chance over there.
I guess, man. I don't know. I think a lot of people have a big issue with
with his platforms. I think just because he went on Rogan and people got to hear him in like a real sense, I think you definitely by that episode you got to know him more. I'm just saying that I don't think he stands a chance to win, but I think he just stands a chance to get their nomination. That's all I mean.
Yeah, that's probably true. I think what I think I was trying to talk about it on stage. I was trying to figure this out. I think the country would love a regular, how they say Donald Trump is a regular dude, like he's all America. He's really not.
Right.
I think they really want a regular ass dude. Yeah. I think the country would benefit. Darren from Des Moines, Iowa.
Yeah.
Who just
Daniel,
but he's just doing it.
Yeah.
I think they're ready for a dude.
I can't talk about this all day, man. I gotta work, man.
Yeah.
People are like, oh, I fucking respect that. Yeah. The president's gonna talk from 6 to 7 when he gets off of work.
Yeah, and he doesn't do press conferences because he's like, I'm busy, bro.
Yeah, dude.
I'm cooking my kids breakfast.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to have a president who didn't have all those, like the private chef and the drivers and all that stuff. It's just like it'd be nice to have a president of the people who literally was like, has a normal people schedule. Because then he could bitch about real ass shit.
Yeah.
If he was like, nah, man, the traffic was crazy today.
Yeah.
I was trying to take my kid to school, and then, I had to get the window panes redone. Like, it'd be funny to hear a president talk like how average people have to talk.
Yeah.
It would just feel more connected, because everyone's like, we need a businessman. And then when Trump got in, that's what they kept rah-rahing a businessman. But now Democrats are trying to run on that same platform, ironically enough. Like Bloomberg's whole commercial, that's what he's pushing. I'm a businessman, but I'm a liberal. But it's like, you're too late. That game is gone. You know what I mean? That's not going to be the selling. No person in the middle is going to go, That's what we needed. A liberal businessman.
Yeah.
And that wasn't why they liked Trump as a businessman. It's the opposite. They liked the fact that he was a cutthroat businessman.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I think people then want things to be more cutthroat. I think that there's too much, we can do everything.
Yeah.
Because I think some of the proof is starting to show up in front of our faces that we can't help every person
It's hard.
in the whole world.
It's
we
hard.
can't do, and I know the goal is to try to do that. Yes, you want to try to help everyone, you know, but the reality of it is that at a certain point, I think it becomes, it's impossible.
Yeah. It is. It is
You know?
literally impossible.
And so then you're like, well, we're America. We should do it at least by example. And I agree. It's just that in some ways, it's like, in the end, it comes down to us. It's like we need to help each other. We're politics. We're the president. We're the vice. It's people.
right.
It's people. It's not some, thing that's always going on that we can all point fingers at and blame. It's people and how we treat each other and how we behave. That's either going to make or break this overall Earth program.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I think like go back to like how we started in villages, like it takes a village, that old phrase, like it takes a village to raise a child,
Yeah.
I think like when we had smaller units and villages and little bubbles, they were more high functioning because everyone kind of served a purpose. Well, now we have so many people and the village is so large now, it's just difficult. And now we're trying to help out not just our village, but a village 2,000 miles away, another state. I think that's what's really hard is other states trying to solve other states' problems on a federal level is super difficult.
Well, I love going back to the state government, I think it would help a lot. I think it would help people focus more on like, what's going on more locally with them.
Your village, you need it. We need more help in our own villages. It's really hard to help other people. I wish we could, dude. I'm not one of those people that's like,
yeah, I wish we could too, no doubt.
It's just so
but also
hard.
you have so many errant people saying like, well, what about these people? And it's a picture of like 9 people starving in, Viet Guam. And you're like, first of all, that's not a place.
It's not a real country anymore.
Yeah.
They got rid of that, bro.
And that picture could be 20 years old, 14 years. Like it just, and somebody fires it off, some angry little gay gentleman. He's like, well, what about these guys, What about Terrence and these other guys? Yeah. Nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
Yeah. And it's like, dude, and so 7,000 fucking people sitting somewhere with no job retweeted.
Right.
And now that's a thing.
That's the new thing.
It's like, that's not the thing, dude. The thing is, how do I help myself and how do I help the people that are closest to me, I think.
Yeah. And if you have, I don't think you should be forced to help, but I think it should be encouraged and it should be a positive notion, right? Like I'm not saying everyone with tons of money should give away all their money, but I think it should be like it should be a cooler notion, right? You know how they try to make not doing drugs cool? You know how they're like, say no to drugs. Like that's cool.
Yeah.
It's like they tried that program. It's like the idea should be more
But that wasn't that. It was cool.
They tried it.
But dude, remember it would always be, can you look up a Say No to Drugs D.A.R.E.
program?
Car wreck at school car wreck. They used to every year, bro, they would bring this car wreck to our school and they would set it up out on the football
field. Oh, I see it. Right. A drunk driving car.
Yeah,
I know.
dude, yeah.
I remember that. Yeah.
And then fucking Fat Lance, dude, and his wife who were like, and that was the guy's name. I'm not calling him Fat, dude. His name was Fat Lance. Yeah. It was a fucking 8 letter. He had 8 letters on his birth certificate and his first name. And it was Fat Lance. But they would drive up with like just some bootleg like lights blaring on the top of their truck and be like, "Oh my God, what happened?" And then they would smell the kid's breath when they wouldn't even check the kid's pulse or anything to see if they were alive. Very unorganized.
Wanted to make sure he was drunk.
Yeah, they're like, "Oh damn, he's drunk.
He's drunk and dead. He's dead and drunk."
Yeah. Were you looking for a specific video?
Yeah, can you just put a picture up of it? No.
Yeah. Like West Hollywood does that too. They still do that
here.
They
every
put out
school.
a car. They put out cars in the middle of the city of drunk driving accidents.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, they just put one out there in front of the police station every year.
Oh.
But it's also like, why is it only one time? You think it happens all year round? They just say to the holidays, there's probably the most. Right there, there's one at school, right?
There it is. Yeah.
That's a painted. Yeah.
When they did ours, it was always before prom, and the girl died, and then they played Eric Clapton.
Tears in Heaven?
Yes.
Yeah.
If I saw you in heaven. Dude, I used to share a room with a gentleman over there outside of in the warehouse district in New Orleans when I went to Loyola down there, and I had just learned Tears in Heaven on the guitar, and he used to make me come in the room and play it for him and his girl at night, some lady he was banging.
Really? Yeah. I used to make my buddy play Stairway to Heaven. He would do coke, and his fingers would bleed. He'd strum the guitar so hard. He would be coked out playing Stairway to Heaven. I loved it so much. I make him play it over and over. The best part about your friends doing coke playing guitar, they'll never not play the song.
Yeah, that's true.
Then never put that thing down. You go, man, play that song. They'll go, you want to play it again? It's like, yeah, play that again. They'll loop you till you wake up the next morning.
I just learned it, bro, and I'd go in there and drop it 3 times on him, you know? And then I would try to play Every Rose Has Its Thorn, and he'd be like, no.
Nah, go back.
Let's go back to the other one, dude, yeah.
That picture was so ridiculous because it looked so, they made it so fake. It just,
yeah, can you bring that back up,
so
Nick?
fake. It was so fake. That's why we laughed at it. And they like, and remember the counselors or whoever is like, that's not funny. You're like, but that is ridiculous.
Yeah, and they were always, and I remember one year they tried to make it more ethnic in our town, and they were like, yeah, D.A.R.E couldn't handle his liquor, you know? You're like,
what county was he from? He came over 2 counties over, D.A.R.E couldn't handle it.
Who is D.A.R.E?
Yeah,
let's go to that one on the top right too, Nick.
Yeah, that one. Right. Yeah, that looks it.
Oh. Yeah, one person was always shuttled through the windshield.
Yeah. She wasn't wearing her seatbelt.
Yeah.
That was a big. You know what? This isn't funny, but how crazy is it that sometimes when people aren't wearing their seatbelt, it's the only thing that saves their life. That's what blows my mind when they're like, "Oh, it saves your life." It's like people get flung out of the car, and they say if they stayed in the car, it would have crushed them. Mm-hmm. But they get thrown out, break every bone, but they're still alive. It's just it's like that's why I believe. The funkiness, you can't predict any of that stuff. You're going when you're going, baby.
You think?
Oh, you're going when you're going. I mean, you can help scenarios, but I think it's supposed to happen for sure when it's supposed to happen. I think it's the universe, man.
But do you think it's preordained, or you think it's just like that's when that roulette ball drops right on you?
I think when that ball drops, I think when Jesus wakes up and has a bad day and he looks at you and he's like, that one's gone.
Yeah.
That one's gone.
This guy's going
This guy's got to go.
Oh, this tall altar boy?
Gone.
Out.
This altar boy's got to go.
Yeah, dude.
This altar boy with the wandering eye, that kid's got to go.
This guy that's dunking at all the Christian games, he's out.
He's out.
Get his ass out of here.
We can't have that, man. We can't have this tall, thin altar boy. Yeah, I just think I don't like fate. I don't like the word fate, but I think things just happen at random, but there's no stopping them.
Do you think you can do things or behave or operate in a way in the world that would make God or higher power keep you
here longer?
Yeah.
No, because there's a lot of people that do a lot of bad things to other people, that kill people, that abuse people,
touch them,
yeah, and they still live. So that's why I don't believe in that system. I don't think you can stick around longer by being a better person. I think you may physically make yourself healthier by being a better person, which in turn increases your odds, right? The more things you do for people that are better, the better you take care of your body and your mind.
Yeah, you're going to spend time in better environments. You're going to spend time
it's going to physically help you have a better chance of living longer, for sure. But there's probably a really good guy out there who falls off rock climbing. He's a good cat, but it's just a freak accident.
A guy just did, actually. Let's bring him up, Nick.
Some guy just fell, huh?
Yeah.
He fell from where?
A gentleman just passed last week, 2 days ago or something. One of these rock boys just...
Oh, yeah. He was one of the subjects of Free Solo.
He was Bulgarian, I think. No, he was...
Vietgangan?
He might have been.
Vietgangan?
I think he was Japaraguan.
Was he really?
Yeah.
That's so. You know they can only see color in one eye.
Oh, yeah?
Japaraguans.
I can imagine.
And their left eye. It's so. I don't know why it is, but it is.
It's almost beautiful. Accomplished free solo.
Brad Gobright was his name.
Brad Gobright. Right. Pause on all sides. Look at a
Accomplished free solo. Brad Gobright dies in climbing accident. Their descent 3:30 p.m. What else does it say? Another climber fell. 2 guys fell.
Damn, with him?
Free soloing, man.
That, I mean, you're pushing, you're just begging the universe to try to make it harder for you to stay around. I think climbing a rock without ropes is just the wildest thing on earth.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know much that's crazier.
That free solo documentary, you saw that, huh?
Creeped me out. It made my chest feel weird, right? Because I was like, this dude is off his rocker. He had zero regard for the idea that he actually could go. I think it just didn't. It never registers to him that like death is a thing that's real. It just doesn't feel like it is to him. He's like, no, I don't. I mean, I know people die, but I'm not gonna die.
What's the closest you ever came to dying? Honestly,
Choke. I was gonna say one time I choked on a McNugget, and I thought I was gonna die. I'm dead ass serious. I choked on a McNugget.
Where'd you get it from?
Mickey D's.
But where though? Do you remember which
Market
outlet?
Meadows, McDonald's on Napier. Yeah.
In Chicago?
In Chicago.
Downtown?
In the suburbs. No, in the suburbs. And
Naperville?
Woodridge. Choked on a nugget. I swear to God, I thought I was going to die.
Were you alone?
Lodged in my throat. No, I was with a buddy.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, and he was trying to do the Heimlich, but it wasn't really working. And I was trying to force myself, and it dislodged somehow. Thank God. But I thought for sure I've had a few moments of like, bad accident type of stuff that freaked me out. That gave me a scare, but it wasn't like, I got a rebound when I was in high school at an open gym game, and a guy took out my legs. I fell on my neck, and I blacked out like 4 or 5 times. Didn't break my neck though. I think the doctor said something like I was a few pounds per square inch of pressure from cracking my neck. Isn't that crazy? They said the vertebrae was so bruised and had so much swelling and pressure from the liquid that like it alone should have broke just to relieve itself, but it didn't. I got lucky. I was blacking in and out of consciousness when the paramedics were there, and they said it was a severe concussion. I felt it for like a week and a half. I don't know what those football players go through in the NFL, but falling on my neck one time changed the way I played basketball forever. I stopped jumping. I was like, I'm never jumping again. It scared me so much, man. It freaked me out. I woke up in the hospital 3 or 4 times. You throw up sometimes when you have a concussion. You ever get one?
Yeah, I got one at my brother's. I was looking for something and I fell down. But
you smacked your head?
Yeah, just hit my head on something real hard at like this weird angle coming down, and next thing you know, I was like talking to him, didn't even remember like standing back up, then sat down, and then
did you throw up?
Felt like
a lot of people throw up.
Just felt like I needed to take a nap, and I was like right in this middle of like this conversation with him. It was just really, really, it was very bizarre.
Did you have a near-death moment in your life?
I choked actually. This was in Chicago. I choked on, if I have Gatorade and tuna fish at the same time, my throat closes up.
That's in your Wikipedia page now.
No, it isn't. It should be. But
Gatorade and tuna fish.
Yeah, there's something about the
acid and the what's in tuna fish that would make you get
fish. I don't know, fish oil.
Fish.
But I have it, and and it happened once before, and I was like, oh, this is insane,
You had tuna fish and Gatorade once before, and you did it again?
And I was like, oh, this is just something else is going on, and that, maybe I got stuck in my bee, maybe I stepped on something. But this time when it happened, I was like, oh, fuck, this really is a thing. I should have learned the first time, but this really is. I tempted it,
What color Gatorade?
This was pink. It was
Ooh,
like kind of a pink Gatorade.
That could be why.
So I'm in a hotel room in Chicago. I'm having it. I'm running late. I just went to the gym. Excuse me.
Bless.
Bless. Bless. 3. Bless. 4. Always a 3. I'm a 2.
You are?
I'm a 2. Only 2. Nick is a 2.
I'm a 2.
Yeah.
Fuck, I got to tighten up. That throwing is like, hey,
what are you doing? It's a little much. Yeah. It's like I bless
Such
you,
a
bless
bitch
you.
move.
And then when the third one comes, I go like this. Bless you. Like I'm a little tired of saying bless you now at that point. My grandma does 4 or 5.
Ooh.
Yeah. 4
Seniors
or 5.
go risky. Well, it was a form of communication back then. It was flirting with someone. If you blessed them 3 times, 4 times,
You think she made herself sneeze more?
Oh.
She'd be just sniffing dust all day, just trying. You ever have someone have one sneeze and it's really creepy and they don't sneeze again and you get nervous, right? When they're like, and they keep talking to you and you're like, what was that? Like, I just sneezed.
Dude, I had a friend who would close his mouth, sneeze out of his nose all the time.
Oh, my God.
Fucking savage.
Don't ever
dude.
hold your breath and sneeze. You know that, right? Don't ever do that. You blow an O-ring that way. I know a
Really?
guy that did that. Yeah. When you hold it in, he didn't want to sneeze out loud. Blew his booty.
Makes my wiener hurt, man. That kind of stuff scares me.
Does your are you scared of heights?
I wouldn't say that I'm scared of heights, but I'm not real fired up about them.
When I look over like a big balcony, my penis feels weird. Does that do that to anybody else?
Well, and I'll tell you why. And you can, if you don't mind Googling this as well, Nick.
It's crazy.
It's because your life is in
in my penis.
Yeah.
But I don't feel it in my
your
balls.
longevity though. But the the thing of I'm going to live long, I'm going to have a child, I'm going to procreate. All of that is in your genitalia in that area.
But it rattles through my shaft. It's like a rattler roaming through my shaft.
Because your shaft's like, hey, we have to procreate.
We gotta stick around.
We need family. Yeah, you're not a bird. You know what I'm saying? Your dick's trying to let you know you're not a bird.
We need family.
Yeah.
Stick around. Don't jump.
Yeah.
That's what it's doing. Yeah, it makes me tingle in my penis when I get on heights.
It's that thing. Are you seeing something there, Nick? A male that is afraid of heights when they are on a ladder peering over a balcony. Do I get a tingling sensation on my balls?
Look at this is a Reddit thread. Someone was asking, explain like I'm 5 why this happens. And
someone else said, the funny thing is I get that same tingling feeling when I'm very excited about finishing a task.
I completely understand that. I get anxious about when something's about to come to a close, my balls tingle. Like when I end every set, when I get the light and stand up, my balls start to tingle. Like I know it's coming to a close. Yeah, it's weird. My nuts.
Your balls are trying to stay safe, and you have adrenaline coursing through your veins. Your brain is telling your body there may be danger coming. It's fight or flight kicking in.
I'm fighting, baby. There's no flight in these nuts.
They're trying to exit your body. This is your semen trying to exit your body to reach a safer place. Now that makes sense.
Well, should I carry a cup? I should just put a bunch of semen in a cup when that happens to save that. That might be the good stuff.
Well, those articles now say freeze all your blood. They say get as much blood out of your body, freeze it somewhere, get it in case you need it in the future, in case your kids need it, because otherwise you're taking your kid somewhere and be like, hey, does anybody have any fucking blood for my
stranger's
kid?
Blood, man. I don't want stranger blood.
When you're full of it and you're like, oh, fuck, somebody help me.
I got so much blood. I have so much blood.
Do you really?
I have too much blood. Doctors told me I have too much blood. I cut my gums on a potato chip, a habanero potato chip, and I bled for like a month and a half. Damn. I went to the doctor and he said, you got too much blood. It's got to get out. Damn. Yeah, it's like I was relieving some of the pressure, but I asked him if my blood was worth anything. And he pulled me into a little tiny room, and he said, your blood is worth more than most Americans. You're in the 1% of the blood club. So I signed up for this thing. I have a card. I have to go see this, person who tests me every couple of weeks from the government.
Is it Next Health or something?
The Health. Yeah, The Health. Yeah. So when you have too much blood, it's one of those things. You get kind of. I'm on a new level.
Dude, we had a guy, I remember, that was choking one time when I was young at school, and two other guys, they were trying to do the Heimlich, but they didn't know how to do it. Two other guys held him, one by his arms, one by his legs, and some guy ran up and fucking kicked him, dude. He was choking on part of a Twix or something, bro. Yeah.
Which one? The right or the left Twix?
I don't know.
Choking on one of that side.
But he broke like 4 of his ribs when they fucking kicked him and saved his life, dude.
Well, it's worth it, right? I
think.
I'm willing to break a couple of ribs to save my life. Someone said, would you be willing to... If the greatest singer of our generation, was a blind kid, and you either had to kill him or you die a tragic death, what would you do?
Oh, I'd kill him.
You'd kill the kid because he's blind?
No, I'd kill him.
Just to stay alive?
I'd kill whoever it is to stay alive, yeah.
The greatest singer of all of our generation.
Fuck him, dude. We'll get extra singers.
We'll get more singers?
We'll have 2 shitty singers so I can learn how to pipe it together. We'll remix some shitty guy with dreads, dude.
Would you kill Nick to stay alive?
Yeah.
Nick, would you kill Theo to stay alive?
The greatest comic of our generation? Probably not. No, I'm just kidding.
Wow.
Loyal. He knows who writes his checks.
Yeah. Actually, maybe I wouldn't kill you. Maybe I would take my own life, but I would make Nick very, very upset about it first.
I wouldn't even think about it. I'd kill Nick so fast. I'd kill him. I would be a little bit overt, too. If I hit him with my car, I just keep running him over, just to prove to the universe that I'm sticking around.
Suge Knight.
I would Suge Knight you. Yeah, I'd hang you over a balcony. I'd vanilla ice you.
Where's Sugar Knight? Is there a black guy named Sugar Knight?
It's the Sugars. He has diabetes. The Sugar's Knight. The Sugar's Knight. Can't be having all these sweets.
Dude, I got to remember, before I forget, so I'm choking on this tuna and this Gatorade. I go to the hallway. I try to call the front desk. I can't even talk, man. My throat is closed up. I'm putting one of my hands down my throat and trying to open my fingers to keep my airway open because the problem is that I'm...
Allergic, yeah.
And so my throat is closed up.
To tuna, right?
Yep, tuna and Gatorade. So
something the chemical properties offset each other. Something happened, huh?
Something in it, yeah. I mean, nothing else has ever done it to me. And then so next thing I know, I'm in the hallway and I'm trying to the cleaning lady, I'm just making these sounds. I remember she hands me a tampon, bro. That's what she thought something was wrong in my room. I just remember being like,
and she assumed that must mean
had a tampon thing in her cart and gave me a little pack.
That makes sense.
Like, what?
You panicking. She's like, you need tampon? Yes. That's exactly what that means. That's communicating I need a tampon. Yeah. You know when you're in the hotel room and the cleaning lady, they come in, they knock and they come in right away? Mm-hmm. Do you tell them right away? Do you go, oh, stop. No, I'm good. Or do you let them figure it out?
Oh, damn,
I let them figure
gangster,
it out.
Bro.
I just let them figure it out. I sit in bed and I let them come all the way in and they go, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm like, that's okay. That's okay. I just let them, it's okay. Just gonna get new towels. I let them in.
You're just sitting there naked on the computer. You're like, come on in.
Come on in. No, that's right. Just towels. It's fine. Just sitting there typing away, butt ass naked. I stay naked in a hotel. I stay naked.
Oh, dude, there's something about hotels. A comedian used to do a bit about it. There's something about hotels where you get in there, you got to get naked.
You got to get naked.
Yeah, what is that?
I don't know. Well, because it's not your room. You feel naughty. You're in somebody else's room. And you don't have any responsibility. If anything goes wrong in there, it's not your problem.
Yeah.
It's really nice. It's like a rental that there's no agreement on. You know what I mean? A temporary rental. That if something happened, you just like, that's not me. I didn't do that. That was there when I came in.
Yeah.
That's the best part. There's no responsibility in hotels. You could do whatever you want. You have as many people there. It's wonderful. I know a girl in high school that used to live in one of those extended stay hotels. Mm-hmm. She would have parties every single day.
Oh, wow.
No consequences.
And she was a real party type of girl?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And her mother, it was her and a single mother, and her mother was never around because she was working. I never saw her mom. We got to go over that. We got to go to the extended stay all the time and just party. It was wonderful, man. Do you know anybody in high school who had an apartment?
I didn't really. I remember this girl, I asked her out one time. She said yes, and I took her to a dance, and I had a chance to like take off her underpants one time, and it was just me and her, and I fucking got scared, bro.
You got nervous?
Yeah, bro.
What kind of, with a granny panties?
She was so hot. I don't remember.
She was hot and you got nervous?
She was so fucking hot, dude. I remember going in the bathroom and masturbating.
To the thought of maybe taking off her panties, the fact that you didn't get to take off her panties.
And she was still in the living room when I did it.
Yeah, I get that. Trust me, I've done shit like that.
I just remember sitting on a pool table and I like kind of had my hands like on the upper legs and was just feeling it, and we were kissing, bro. And I was like, fuck, dude, I'm living my dreams, you know? And then I fucking couldn't handle the pressure of it.
You broke, huh?
Oh, dude. I just remember that. I remember getting scared. I was like, I'm not going to get an erection, everything. This girl hates me.
You did get an erection, though.
I don't remember. And when I went in the bathroom, but it's easy to get an erection to masturbate.
You're usually looking at yourself in the mirror.
No, dude.
I only looked at myself when I jerked off. I would stare right into my eyes in the mirror. Yeah, right into my eyes.
Oh my God.
And then
man, insane.
Theo, right as I came, I'd wink at myself.
Who are you, bro? Fucking Dane Cook?
Hannibal Lecter, bro.
Oh, damn. Are you that guy from, who is that guy on that movie that they do the business cards where they kill a
American
prostitute?
Psycho.
Oh, American Psycho.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what that is.
Oh.
The first hookup
That's
nerves,
confident.
the first hookup nerves are bad. I went down on a girl that I had such a big crush on for so long that she tapped me on the head to let me know that I was done. Like, that's it. That'll do. I swear to God, I was so nervous, man.
Hey, buddy, this ain't the swim team. Let's go. Let's tighten up.
Up. She goes, up. I was so nervous, man. She was so beautiful. I never thought she'd have sex with me. And she said, I can't believe you didn't have sex with me. But I was nervous. I thought she didn't want to have sex with me.
I know, man.
This is my first year of college. I was like, this girl doesn't want to have sex with me.
Dude, I remember hooking up with this girl and I was going to lose my virginity. And,
how old were you?
I don't remember. 15 or 16. And I actually lose my virginity behind a bowling alley in our town. Shout out Tiffany Lanes over there on Highway 22.
Tiff Lane.
Yeah, dude, yeah.
Roll some stones.
While people were throwing rocks at us, speaking of stones, man.
Really?
Yeah.
Just because they didn't like, you guys premarital sex?
Just excitement, excitement, and they had rocks around them.
So when they got amped up, they're like, we got to hit him with something because we're so happy for him.
Yeah, we're just cheering our boy on.
That makes sense. That's like why people throw rice at weddings. Same thing. You're excited, so you want to throw something at them.
Yeah, yeah.
Did you get hit with a rock while you're hooking up?
I'm sure I caught a couple. Nothing big. Shells. You know, like those shells, those white shells people used to use as driveway shells?
Yeah. That's what you got hit with.
Yeah.
Those don't hurt that much. They're not real rocks.
No,
they're like...
Yeah, I don't know what they are.
They're not really... They're like half hollow.
Yeah, it's kind of like rocks for poor people, kind of.
Poor rocks.
You know what I'm saying? Poor people always had those shell driveways,
Yeah,
you know?
they did, always, for some reason.
Yeah, that shit was so weird.
And it was always a mess. It was always, there was oil stains all over it. There was tons of tire chunks because someone had spun out in the winter and left it like that. Always.
Remember those? It was like
Oh my
half
God,
of these
yeah.
little bitty shells.
Yeah, they were like, yeah. It was poor rocks, poor people rocks.
But this girl, dude, I remember hooking up, and then I ended up ejaculating early, you know? So we didn't engage, and then I was so, like, nervous for some reason that everybody at the party would know. I made both of us climb out of the window and come in through the front door of my house to the party.
They knew you were upstairs, and then you left and came back in?
Yeah, I think I just didn't want anybody, like, knowing my business, I guess. I was like, oh, if people see us come out of this bedroom together.
But if they saw you coming in the front door when they thought you went upstairs, then you think that was more normal?
And they think maybe we were magic or something, you know? But not fucking, you know?
Yeah, they think you're special, have special talents.
Yeah, they'd be like, damn, these people are magic.
What were they doing up there? Transporting? They were reincarnating by the front door?
Repelling themselves. But no, dude, it was first floor window. So
okay.
it was just, but there was a bunch of bushes out there. I remember her being like, what am I climbing out here for?
What did you tell her? You're like, people can't know.
Yeah, I was just like, oh, we should probably keep this on the DL.
This is more fun this way.
Yeah. And maybe it's because, it could have been more fun. I don't remember.
It's adventurous, right? When you're young, you're more adventurous with where you'll have
so
sex too.
much more adventurous.
Yeah, anywhere. You'll do it anywhere. You'll hide in more fun places.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like first of all, car sex. High school car sex was such like a common thing. You had to have sex in the car.
Yeah.
Where else are you going to go? I mean, we have basements in the Midwest, so people go to the basements.
Oh yeah.
That's where you go, man. You go in a basement. Somebody had everybody had a cool basement, like where you could sneak away in a corner of the basement and get away with it. But car sex was everything for some reason, and you'd find the darkest, deepest corner of your community, and a cop would somehow roll by.
Yeah.
Why?
Because you're just as dumb as you're just as dumb at the time. You're just a dumb kid. You pick the easiest spot.
Yeah. But you think it's smart.
Yeah, you think it's great. And cops have already been kids, so they're like, oh, this is the place I would go.
They're like, this is where I used to fuck.
Yeah, right behind the church or right behind, just someplace that's like.
Did you ever get caught having sex?
My
mother caught me getting a blowjob.
Oh, the same girl who I made climb out that window. We tried to have sex at her house one time, and the mom came in the room, and I went over and introduced myself because I didn't know what else to do. You know,
Dick out.
Oh, yeah, bro.
Did she throw rocks too? Her mom comes in.
She didn't look at my dick though, and I did respect that.
She did not.
No,
she just stared at your eyes the whole time.
Yeah, and I respected that, man.
Yeah,
that's when
nice.
I knew that this lady's a good lady.
Yeah.
What about you, Nick?
Kind of just recently, so it was the girl staying at her parents, and I had to introduce myself to her mother. She was like 28 years old, but stayed living at home.
Wait a minute. So they caught you in the act at all, or no? She just knew you were there pumping.
I came over at like 3 a.m. and we're in a room before it happened.
Nick, don't you live? Don't. Why couldn't she come to you?
My place is kind of shitty. I'm always down to go someplace else. She lives in Orange County. She's got a nice crib.
Where do you live?
Out calls,
Hollywood,
bro.
And like a three-person apartments.
Hers was a 3-person house. It was her mom and dad, and they knew you were there. Yeah, they 3 a.m.
Yeah,
you couldn't just be Postmates, you know.
Yeah.
Wow.
Was it?
That's what you start doing. Start wearing Postmate shirts or Uber shirts.
She was Filipino. I was like, you know Joe Coy? I used to work for Joe Coy.
You said that?
Yeah.
She loved it, huh?
Oh yeah.
She's like, we love Joe Coy.
He has 100% penetration in that community.
Well, who else is?
3 a.m. He tells the mom.
You like Joe Coy? I used to work for him. She's like, we love Joe Coy. I know. You want me to call him on my phone right now? Joe, help me get out of this, please. What did you say to the mother? What was the first thing you said?
I like introduced myself. Right,
because you weren't naked, you were just over there.
Yeah.
And
I had just gotten in, and she was like, "What's all the commotion and stuff?" Yeah, we weren't engaged.
Did you still hook up?
Yeah.
Yeah, good for you. After you met the mother or before?
Yeah, she brought us cakes. I know Joe Coy, man.
That's so smart. That's very smart. And a good and by the way, good for her. Good for the mother being cool about it. She didn't kick you out. You seem like a nice kid. You're a taller boy. She probably could feel that in your bones. Mm-hmm. And she was like, "You stick around, bud. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You're a good white kid from the Midwest. She could feel it."
Good. I mean, the girl's 28. She can have gas. It's not like
right. It's not like your children. Now that's a unique thing too. Mm-hmm. I remember going somewhere with my mom and my stepdad and meeting a lady that worked at this restaurant. And then that night, the next morning, I told my mom, remember the girl from the restaurant? She's in the room. And my mom was like, what? like it, just like magic, you know, like what you do magic? You know, like, no, remember we went out last night. I'm just smelling like tequila, just bad, you know. And just like my mother had this old bed that we hooked up on. It had all like these Mardi Gras beads hanging off of it.
On the bed? Like on the bed frame?
Hanging off of it. That's just like anybody from Louisiana with no money, you would decorate shit with Mardi Gras beads.
Well, they were cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were cheap.
And they look pretty nice from far away if the lights are
It's
dim.
shiny. Yeah, it's color, a little bit of color. Yeah, it always looks festive. That is really nice.
Dude, but they are just so loud if you're trying to engage with somebody and if you're trying to tickle somebody or have sex. And that blew my mom's mind. She's like, you have to sneak her out of here if your stepdad sees her.
Stepdad wouldn't approve.
Yeah, he was kind of a curmudgeon. He didn't want to. Some people don't want to approve anything, you know.
Is that what he was like? He was just attitude about everything. Didn't like anything.
I think, well, in his home, you know, I think men get that way at a certain point, and I get it, you know. Oh, we don't do that stuff in my home.
You want to do that? Go get your own house.
Yeah,
that's that old phrase. Like, it's just mine. If you want to do something, you go get your own.
Yeah,
I get that. I'm, you know, if I have kids, and there's always that awkward point when your son starts masturbating, and I'm gonna make him do it outside. You can't do that in my house. You have to step outside.
My dad used to make us bury it, dude. If we jerked off,
go put it in the yard. I'm gonna build a masturbation shed. I say you go to the shed and put a little baby heater in there for when it's cold, you know. But go to the shed. I want you to go to the shed and think about it.
Oh, that's lively.
Yeah, go jerk off in the shed. Let it stay outside of my home. I paid for the home. I make them buy the shed.
Right, and it'll give them sort of an idea of like, okay, you know, this is something. This is a special event. Not you just, cause when you think, sometimes when, you know, the product of human that's being created these days, it's like, no wonder.
Yeah.
No wonder everybody has some kid has 9 elbows and he fucking, you know, and he's just drinking snot out of his nose. No fucking wonder. Because every decent nut was ejaculated.
It's all gone.
Yeah, it's all blown out.
These are the leftovers.
These are the you're from Nut 9000. No wonder you fucking, you know. No wonder you have 6 tongues, dude, and you're never going to be able to read. Yeah. It's a beautiful day. I'm happy you're here, and I'm happy I'm here. What I'm saying is that some men suffer from erectile difficulty, and that's problems within your body by your penis. And this episode is sponsored by Blue Chew. Remember the days when you were always ready to go? Do you remember that, guys? Now you can increase your performance and get that extra confidence in bed. Listen up. BlueChew.com. That's blue like the color blue. Blue Chew brings you the first chewable erectile helper with the same FDA-approved active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis. You can pop them anywhere, day or night, afternoon, leap year, even on a full stomach. And they work up to twice as fast as a swallowable pill. Blue Chew is prescribed online by licensed physician, so you don't go to the doctor office or wait in the line at the pharmacy. It ships right to your door in a discreet packaging. Oh, I wonder what that is. Maybe a new hammock? Nah, player, that's them poppers. They're made in the USA, and since Blue Chew prepares and ships direct, they're cheaper than a pharmacy. Right now, I got a special deal for the listeners of this podcast. Go to BlueChew.com and get your first shipment free when you use our code Theo. Just pay $5 shipping. Oh, excuse me. I had a couple and I'm ready. Just pay $5 shipping. Again, that's BlueChew.com. Promo code THEO to try it for free. Blue Chew is the better, cheaper, faster choice, and we thank them for sponsoring the podcast. And once your penis is doing well, you can tighten up the rest of yourself. I'm talking about Manscaped. Support for this past weekend comes from Manscaped, who is the best in men below the belt grooming. Manscaped offers precision-engineered tools for your family jewels. A lot of times you'll see somebody's penis and you don't know what's going on with it. Or you'll see somebody will have, a bunch of junk lying around their cock. But times have changed. And you can tighten up your penis and everything, all your hair on your body. It's time to gear up and get yourself the gift of shaving this holiday season. I'm talking about the Manscaped Perfect Package 2.0. Man, a lot of people will accidentally cut into their scrotum when they're trying to trim their hair on their body. Not you. That's why the revolutionary company Manscaped has redesigned the electric trimmer. Their Lawnmower 2.0 has proprietary advanced skin-safe technology. You'll never nick your nuts. 'Tis the season to get Manscaped for yourself or someone else. Get 20% off and free shipping with code Theo at manscaped.com. Your balls will thank you. Get 20% off and free shipping with code Theo at manscaped.com. Clean up your nuts and make everyone proud. And now, back to the program. Let's get a question. We had some video questions that came in from some good humans, man.
Oh, look at this guy.
Yeah, what's up, Andrew? What's up, Theo? I wanted to know, how do you guys manage anger? It could be somebody making you angry, or you're angry at something, and how do you respond to it, and how do you stay cool? Gang, gang.
Dang, bro. And you let's start.
I like that guy. I like that guy.
And you're more of an anger guy.
I'm very angry off. No, but I'm a balanced guy. I have anger in me. I like that guy because I knew he was going to have a foreign accent, but I knew I wouldn't know where it was from. It was just a little tinge of something. He's got a little Eastern European in there or something like that. Play.
Yeah, what's up, Andrew? What's up, Theo? I wanted to know, how do you guys manage anger? It could be somebody making you angry, or you're angry at something, and how do you respond to it, and how do you stay cool?
Yeah, he has a tinge of something.
Mexico or something?
Poland? Eastern European.
I'm going to go Poland. I'm also going to say he's from Canada, though. Do you know where he's from, Nick?
He didn't say.
Okay.
He's from Newfoundland, if anything. Yeah, Newfoundland. How do I manage anger? I think everyone does it. I mean, on a personal level, obviously, I like to run. I put on headphones and I run for as long as I can until negative thoughts go away.
Wow.
I get into a fight with the old bag. I put on my headphones and I disappear into the night. Running at night's like my favorite thing in the world to get rid of like my anxiety or my anger. I just run until I feel like I'm done. I Forrest Gump it, for real. I just run until I'm done. I know exactly when I'm done. It's not like a number thing. It's not like a mileage ticker. I just keep running. And then sometimes, one time I ran so far, I took an Uber home.
Damn.
I ran 7 miles in one direction, and I was like, I don't want to run 7 miles back.
Yeah.
I jumped at I fucking hit an Uber. Sometimes I do that shit. That's how I manage it. I used to, therapy and all that stuff. You can do a lot of that too, but I find exercise, for some reason, it wipes away all the thoughts in my brain.
Yeah.
Negative shit. If someone's being negative and it's circulating in my world, people being mean or rude or whatever, I just run.
Well, having that physical element,
feels
dude,
good.
It's so imperative, really. I think in anything is having a physical element to go along with whatever your process is or your program is. Like, you see a lot of these guys. You see a lot of guys who, in the self-help world, a lot of them have a real physical element also to what they do to keep them active, keeps your blood moving, reminds you that you're like a being that is not just this brain that's just like, stuck on this, in a weird little rabbit wheel or whatever, you that you are this capable creature, and it reminds your body that, and I think your body even reminds your brain that, and like on another level, like, dude, chill the fuck out, bro. Quit thinking about that shit. We're running.
We're running, bro.
Yeah, we're doing. Look how capable you are.
Yeah, You do yoga, right? You still do yoga?
I've been doing it. Actually, recently, I've gotten into a lot of meditation recently, which has really been helping me feel good. And yeah, I do yoga and I go to the gym. I have a trainer now that I go see at least 2 days a week, and then I'll go by myself too. And it helps, man. These days you gotta have it. We're more sedentary creatures, I think.
Mm-hmm. It's easier to get everything. You have it delivered. You sit in your car. You sit around too much. We work at these things sometimes. You know what I mean? You do podcasts a lot. Like, you're sitting and operating and working on computers and things all the time. Yeah. You have to get up and go. What do you do? What do you do to manage your anger? You work out? Is that what you do too?
Well, meditation helps me. Mm-hmm. And then.
But you're not an angry guy.
Most of my anger is at myself, really.
Yeah, I don't see you get angry at other things, other elements you don't really get mad at. You're a hard guy. As long as I've known you, I've never seen you get really angry at somebody, unless they really did something bad. But it's rare for you to get upset.
Yeah, I think for some reason I just end up getting upset at myself, So it's like, so these days it's just kind of managing that, realizing that things are okay. And if I have anger, realizing, figuring out what my part is in it. Why am I angry at this person? Like, what's really going on? Am I really angry at this person? Or I probably could have done something. A lot of times I didn't communicate clearly. That's a lot of my problem, I noticed.
Right.
I don't communicate clearly what I want in the beginning or what I'm hoping for or what I'm expecting. So then I get down the road and it's like, well, what the fuck's going on, dude?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
What did you expect?
Yeah, we're at a carnival, dude. You know what I'm saying, bro? You know what I'm saying, dude? I'm trying to buy Quikrete, dog, and you and me are fucking eating Sundays at a carnival.
Yeah.
This shit's pissing me off,
pissing
you know.
me the fuck off.
But it's like, well, dude, I didn't know, you know. So a lot of times for me, I notice it's communication. That's where things get
Yeah, it is.
errant because the story will go in my head.
Yeah.
My head will start rattling. But yeah, I'll do some meditation, and but physical fitness always helps. Let's get into another one here. We got
Theo and Cheeto. What up, guys? This is Beckett from Colorado. So, about a week ago, I was on this first date with this beautiful girl, and
Okay.
she orders a margarita, right? And I ordered a nice glass of milk. And she didn't want a second date. So, I guess my question to y'all is, adults drinking milk? Yay or nay? What do you guys think?
Yay.
Anyway, gang, gang, chug, chug.
chug,
Chug,
bro.
baby. Yeah, yay. I yay to that. That's dope. The guy wants a glass of milk. He's an adult. He can have a glass of milk. This is the greatest country on earth, you know? They don't let you have milk in certain countries.
That's true.
It's a great country. You can just have milk at dinner. Maybe he didn't want a margarita. You don't need her, bro. She doesn't need to be judging your liquid choices. That's insane.
Yeah.
The only liquids you should keep away from Theo or pink Gatorade if he's eating some tuna. That's a no. No, I don't like that. Maybe he didn't feel like having a drink. That's something weird about, you know, going on dates that I hear from all my friends. Are like, they go on dates and it's like, is it going to be an alcoholic beverage or not? That's always like a big conversation.
The choice. Yeah, you got to make that choice. There.
Yeah, and it shouldn't even be it shouldn't even matter. If you're going to go have drinks, we'll talk about it after the dinner and the drinks. I mean the dinner and the date. It's like if we want to go to a bar, if that's the next step. But I don't think my boy from Colorado should feel bad about having a glass of milk, especially if it was, you know, farm fresh. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think hopefully you went whole milk. If you go skim milk when she orders something
that's
like that.
that could have been it. She was probably like, he's like, I'll just take a 1%. She was like, oh, we'll get out of here. We don't need dessert. Well, or if he asked for some weird ass milk, he didn't say who it was. It could have been goats.
Yeah, if you ask for
sheeps.
goat, chocolate, breast, if you ask for anything real ostentatious, bro, I think that's a bit much, dude. I think if you order milk though at a bar, I think it's not going to give her the air that you are probably living alone, you know.
Yeah, but can I tell you something? Milk at a bar is such a bold choice that it makes me think you're an adventurous dude.
That's a good point. But at his age, I wonder. Yeah, at his age, it just seems like.
Yeah, but he said at dinner, so it wasn't at a bar. I think it was at a restaurant.
Okay, they went to a nice restaurant. I'm gonna have
That's
milk.
legit.
I'm gonna have milk with my meal. Yeah, respect, man. You fucking drink what you want.
Exactly.
Yeah, a lot of times I let the lady order first. That way, if she wants alcohol, she can have alcohol, and then I'll order after. You know, or if I get there early, I'll order something. If I'm worried about if drinking or not, I'll get something like a seltzer water, put a lime in it, or get a non-alcoholic beer sometimes if I really want to.
Do you like the taste of those?
There's so many of them now.
Oh, there are?
Bro, there's like 10 different ones.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
I know O'Doul's is the one that my buddy's dad.
Yeah, O'Doul's the most popular.
He drinks that all the time. He'll rip through 12 of them at our house.
Crazy, dude.
He rips them, dude. He'll get a 12 pack in an hour. He's like, I got to get more O'Doul's. I love that, dude. I've never had one, so the flavor is good.
Yeah, the flavor's good, and the new ones they have ones that are a lot more exquisite now.
Oh, you know what? I'm lying. Rogan has the Heineken does one. What is it called?
Yeah.
Zero or I don't remember the name. Whatever. Rogan made me try one once, but but I don't like Heineken.
Yeah.
So it didn't taste. I was just like, no, this is not. It tasted like Heineken, so it wasn't.
And Heineken, a lot of black men drink Heineken. You know it?
Yeah, black guys
It's
like
a black male's beer.
Yeah.
Black men drink a lot of
Well,
Heineken.
the black guys don't like IPAs. That's a white guy beer. IPA is white. Black guys like clear beer.
Yeah.
Clear beer. I don't know what that is. I don't like Heineken for some reason. I just can't do it.
Heineken always gave me like a headache and stuff. I remember when I was in high school, there was always something weird about it.
Yeah. No, it threw me for a loop. But also, I think, like when you were saying what you do to order in advance, I think that's really smart. That you ordered like a seltzer water just to like set the tone.
Yeah, and if I put a lime in it, she doesn't know what it is. That way, it's like if in her mind, you know. And also, if you don't drink, then I feel like sometimes if you don't, there's no pressure for the girl to drink. I'm also not I'm not at the place in my life where I'm trying to take home a drunk girl. You know,
It's just a lot of work, huh?
it's work. It's risky. I feel like, you know, it's I don't know. It's just not what I'm into, really. I don't want some drunk person. I remember years and years ago, some drunk girl thought she was at a fucking mall or something, wandering around my apartment, picking up stuff, looking at the bottom of it for prices. She's like, "There's no prices on anything here."
Well, did she buy any? Did she get
And I'm
anything?
like, "It's my fucking apartment." You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, but I would have charged her. Yeah. She picked up something. I'm like $23.85, but I'll give it to you for $24. How about that? I'll go up in price. When I used to go on dates, I would just eat the full meal before they even ordered.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I ordered in advance. I would eat it while they're looking through the menu, just to set the tone. You know, it's like I get to eat, then you get to eat.
I'm ready to go.
I got to get out of here. I eat dessert when they're getting their meal.
Dude, I used to only invite chicks to the movies when it was cold, and I would go in early so they had to get their own ticket. I remember.
So you're warming up. You're halfway through the popcorn. That's genius. Who's this dude?
And by I say girls, I mean probably one girl.
One girl.
ever.
Yeah, that's it. That worked one time.
I think that guy who orders milk, just to go back to it quickly, should do it every time. That's a great weeding out process. The guy likes milk. If she's not cool with that, she's not the one.
Yeah, exactly. Imagine meeting the girl that goes, "I'll take a milk too."
Yeah.
He's like, "This is my wife, dude."
Oh, dude, that's a commercial.
That's for milk. Yeah. Dairy Farmers of America. If she like milk, you ought to like her.
Here's
What's
a
up,
beautiful
guys?
guy.
It's Jacob from England. Got one question for you. Who would be the better father? Theo, Andrew, or Barbie Lee, baby? Gang, gang.
Gang. Who would be the better father? Is that what he said?
Yeah, the better father.
He says father. Who would be the better father? Let me ask you a question.
Poof done.
Theo, who would be a better father? I like the way they say stuff. Who would be a better... It's like they're all allowed to have a lisp.
Yeah.
Who would be the better father? You know what I mean? That they get away with it. If an English guy has a lisp, it sounds cooler for some reason.
Oh yeah.
When it's like an American has, when he's back lisps,
Yeah.
you're always like, oh no. Yeah, up here is stuff. These are my favorites in here. Oh, it's just part of this. It's just something that we have to focus on.
Yeah.
I know a girl who dated a guy with 4 S's in his first and last name. So she had to say, she called him that all the time. Oh, suck my tits. Oh, suck my tits. Who would be the better father? Oh, God. Of us three, of me, you, and Bob? I don't know, man. I think we'd all make decent fathers in our own right. No, that's not true. I think you and me would...
We'd have a better shot.
We'd have a better shot, yeah. Bobby would not be... He wouldn't be a bad dad. I think he would just...
He'd be a bad stepfather.
A terrible stepfather. He'd be a good...
Friend of your
dad's, yeah, like a buddy, a hangout buddy. You and I'd be great. You'd be a great father, man. You have so much whimsy. I think kids need an adult who has whimsy. Do you know what I mean? Like there's a comic out of Philadelphia, Chris O'Connor. He's hilarious. He's so funny, and he said that about somebody, a family member. He goes, "The dude lacks all whimsy," and it made me laugh. I was like, "Wow, that's such." You need to have whimsy when you're a father figure.
Yeah, because kids, it can go anywhere.
Yeah, like let them do it. Let them, dude. They're in the wind. They're figuring it all out.
Yeah, they don't even know what's going on. Think about, dude. Nobody remembers 8 years old. Who fucking knows?
I have no idea. The stuff that you got into. Whenever you watch, I was watching kids on the plane. These 2 little boys were sitting next to us when we came back, and they were losing it, having so much fun. They were throwing M&Ms at each other, and he was like. He's like, throw it in my mouth. And he would on purpose hit him in the eye. And he would laugh. And he's like, do it again. Yeah. He knew it was coming again. It was great. Yeah. They made a bunch of little games with little M&Ms. And the man next to them wasn't enjoying it. He had zero whimsy. He didn't like it. He didn't like it. I said, he should have been like, give me one. You know what I mean? He should have play along. Pick up, ask for the throw. You know, throw me the ball. I always do that. I have enough whimsy in me where I'm excited about a little person to, I want to hear what they're thinking about.
Yeah.
Whenever I say little people, I'm going to talk about like Brad Williams. I'm talking about,
yeah.
Because I know what he's thinking about. Little freak.
Threesomes and all of that.
Little freak.
He's into the dark arts, man. He talks
really
about it.
Is, man. He really, no, I think about I just want to know what's going through their little heads because they're filled with all sorts of weird, fun ideas. The stuff that they come up with.
And they get their dude. My nephew just got his butt out this time when I was at home. He kept showing
Pulled
me his
it out.
butt, like the coolest thing he'd ever gotten.
It is though, because he just found it.
I know, dude.
He just found it. Imagine how fun that is when you just find it.
Oh, dude, crazy.
Like imagine if you just saw now that you had hands.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're like, dude, look at these things. Look at it. You show it to everybody. How old is your nephew?
One of them's 7 and one of them is 5.
You got 2, right?
6 and 4. Yeah, I got 2.
Wow. I got 2 little nieces, and they're incredible. We went to Harry Potter Town with them.
Really? They came out here?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Harry Potter Land.
At Universal?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Bro, it's so fun.
Yeah.
I was like, this is going to be good for the girls. I was loving it.
Yeah.
I had 3 butter beers. I was living my life, dude. I thought, for real, I was like, I was excited for the girls. But then when I got there, I was excited for me.
Yeah.
It's so fun to live in that world. You're like, this is what they experience all the time. This kind of thought process is how they're living every day.
Yeah.
I wish we could have more of that.
Yeah, there's more possibility. There's not as much judgment.
Yeah, the rules are less. The rules are like, don't hit, don't be mean, enjoy.
Yeah.
You know? But the rules are less. There's more like openness to creativity. And then adult world, there's almost none. I mean, outside of what we do for a living, I'm saying in your regular life, you can't be that. You're not allowed to kind of...
You get bogged down.
Yeah, well, people don't like you to stretch. They want people in order. Everybody likes order. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They just want it to be very organized. It's kind of fun that's why Southwest Airlines makes me laugh when they're,
Yeah, if you're going to Vegas or coming back from Vegas, they always do it right.
Yeah, they just figure it out.
Who lost all their money?
And they start yelling at you. Yeah, I love that it's kind of chaotic.
They're wearing shorts. Yeah,
The only airline that lets people wear short. They wear their own shirts. You know what I mean? I saw a dude with his own company name on his shirt, like his own brand. Yeah,
that's great.
I was like, they don't really care. Southwest really does it right,
dude. And they're like, yeah, the flight attendants seem like they'll fuck it. They're not that hot, maybe, but they definitely seem like they'll fuck. Yeah, they probably will. Yeah,
yeah, they'll come home.
They'll give you a ride home if you ask.
Yeah, flight attendant jumped my car the other week. I was like, get out, let's go, man. I need a jump. He's like, I got you, baby.
What was that gentleman asking about, Nick?
He's asked.
He said, "Who
beautiful young fella,
a better father?"
British.
Oh yeah, who would be the better
Be
father?
a better father. I think that's it. Then I think we'd probably maybe tie somewhere in there. Yeah, you'd be good at it, man.
We just know that Bobby'd be bad. I think that's the only
Yeah.
thing. He'd be so bad,
and he would admit it.
Oh my god, yeah, he would leave it everywhere. He would leave kids.
He's
everywhere.
still a baby. He's still gestating, dude. He sleeps almost as much as a lot of those, in utero babies.
Right. Well, because he's so round that he can lean on his side now. He doesn't even need to go down. He can just a couple inches to the left, and now he's sleeping. It's incredible. It's incredible to watch.
He's a remarkable little treat.
All right, you got another one?
Yeah, let's hit another one here. We got a guy right here.
Uh-oh.
Beautiful young man.
Theo, gang, Andrew, I've got a question for you. When's your next special? I want to see something, man. I got Amazon Prime just so I can watch your shit from like 27 years ago, and I feel like a stalker at this point. I've seen it like 10 times.
That's very cool. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. That's funny. That's funny because you and I have kind of talked about that, and I want to really talk to you for real about that. Of like, what are you going to do next? Because you and I, for the past couple of years, have talked about the state of that and the state of comedy. I don't know what I want to do next as far as the special goes. I do want to put something out, but I read this article that Jay Leno, maybe it was Hollywood Reporter or something, and they asked him why he doesn't do a special on Netflix. They're like, all your friends are doing specials. Like, why don't you do one? And he was like, I really love live comedy. I want people to come see me. And he's like, I don't really care about putting something down forever. Now, granted, that's not my opinion, but it struck a chord with me, and I was like, me too, though. I love live shows.
That's where you see it.
I just love live shows. I want people to come see me when I come to their town so bad. It's not that I don't want to put out a special, but I'm like, I don't know. I think part of the beauty for me of stand-up is that we get to keep changing over time and molding, and anybody who's seen me knows I try to do a lot of different stuff if I can, and change it up. I mean, I'm doing an hour now that's kind of a thing, but I don't know, man. I just don't know what I want to do. I mean, Netflix I'm not really on that ship, I'm not really on that boat, no hate on them, but I don't think they...
Yeah, we have to get offered. Well, first of all, if you want to do a special, you have to get offered.
Yeah.
So we have to get an offer from a place that also an offer that we agree to.
You're right, that's the other thing. You have to want to do it with them, and you have to be cool with the terms. So that's the thing that people don't know, unless you do it on your own, which a lot of people are doing. But my fear of putting one out on my own is I don't know, man. You know, like Callan kind of went his own way, you know? Schultz did his own thing. There's a lot of guys doing their own thing, but for the most part right now, like I'm comfortable in this pocket of I want people to come see me live.
Yeah, the beauty is live. The beauty of it is live. It never stands up when you see something, I don't think, on live, you know, or see it, whatever that's called, on tape.
But I appreciate that kind of love. I mean, what you? I haven't asked you. We haven't talked in a long time about that.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
I don't know. I got, you know, I know there's some companies that have them, you know, platforms that have them that are going to come see me next week. I got a show over at the Wiltern, so they're going to come see me. And then...
Which you're going to murder. What a venue, too. The Wiltern's beautiful.
Yeah, I've never been. I'm excited.
You've never been inside?
Uh-uh.
You're going to... Bro, it's such a cool venue.
Really?
Gorgeous, man. That was the first concert I ever saw, or the first band I saw in Los Angeles was at the Wiltern. And it's stunning, man.
Dang.
They did such a beautiful job with that, man. Something about those theaters that have history in them, that have been around for a long time. Mm-hmm. They feel like
Gothic or something.
They feel like they've got this energy trapped inside of it. Oh man, you're gonna rip. That's gonna be so fucking cool.
Yeah, it should be. Yeah, so I'm excited. I'm definitely excited about it. I feel, you know, stoked. Oh, there's a picture. Oh wow,
look at how beautiful that is, bro.
Dang.
Look at the ceiling of the Wiltern. To me, it's one of the coolest venues I've seen. Stunning. Sorry
to interrupt the convo here with the Red Rocket, but I got to let you know about this gift opportunity. I'm talking about Ridge Walletry. The Ridge Wallet, it's that front pocket carry. So you'll see sometime a man will have on a backpack or some luggage, or he'll a lot of times even tape drugs to his legs and run into the country. But everything's changed. Now with the new Ridge Wallet, you keep the items you really need, your credit cards, maybe a little bit of cash, your identification, you know, maybe a birth certificate or social security card. Keep them in that front pocket. I'm talking about the Ridge. It's super durable, made from military-grade materials like titanium and carbon fiber. It's proven to be bulletproof, waterproof, and chainsaw-proof. See exactly how it works by going to ridge.com/Theo. That's RIDGE.com/THEO and use code Theo for 10% off. Link in description. Ridge.com/Theo.
I mean, the other one that was cool, Rogan took me to, where were we? Detroit? I mean...
Atlanta?
No, we were in Cleveland or Detroit, one of those two.
The Masonic?
It was so beautiful. I don't know what it was, but good God, man. We took a bunch of photos of it. It blew my mind how pretty the art was. Yeah, like the texture of the ceiling. Stuff like that is what really... There's something about that, you know?
Oh, yeah. There's something... well, it's more... It shows like, okay, this is...
Detroit, sorry. Yeah.
This is the art that I'm doing.
Fillmore?
Is it? Type that in. You're so good with the names of these places. I'm so bad at that.
He might be doing bigger places.
No, that's it. That's it.
Nice.
That was it. Unbelievable.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
I mean, the archways. I mean, everything about it. Joe was stunned. We kept taking a bunch of pictures because I had never seen something like that. You know, like with him, I'd done arenas, and arenas are the ugliest looking things on earth.
Yeah.
There's nothing sexy about an arena. It's so funny. The more that I've done with him, the more I'm like, man, this is sad. It's just rafters. It's just like, it's wonderful to do. It's just when you go in a theater, you look at the art that it's involved on the inside. Something about the experience.
Some romance in there.
It is, man. It's beautiful. So you're gonna rip the Wiltern. They're gonna come see you, and then would you maybe put this hour you're doing right now out on a special? Or
yeah, and so maybe I would put something out. It depends on what time slots they have available for like different platforms. Like you know, if they have something next year, so then it's like I don't want to hold material for like a whole year.
Yeah, people want you to put it out.
Yeah, and at a certain point, I want to put it out. You know, at a certain point, I'd like to just get it out there and get it out of me. And so then I would either, I don't know. I thought about maybe just making it and putting it onto, a place to sell. Other than that, like other than Netflix, so like iTunes or I thought about just putting clips, just making it into the actual clips that it is,
did that too, yeah.
and putting it onto YouTube, and then just also putting out an album with it, and then I still own it. So that's the other side of it, is also then you still have ownership of it.
Yeah, the business side is the thing that people don't really know about, what we have to operate in that regard. It's a lot more convoluted than just kind of like do it. Do you know who John Baldessari is? An artist, John Baldessari? he did this thing where he just got kind of inundated with like his ideas of what he was making art-wise, and then he burned all of it. He like burned all of his art to like start again. And I had this kind of like in the middle of the night, half lucid dream in and out, where I thought it'd be wild for me to shoot something on my own, cheap and not cost a production company a lot of money. Like I'll pay for it and put it out for 24 hours for one day, and then it goes away forever. Yeah, I thought about doing that. I was like, that would be really fun, and get all my friends to promote it. So it's like, hey man, you can only see it now. Like if you want to watch it, you have to watch it in this 24-hour span, and then it's gone.
That'd be gangster, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, that could be really cool, and then I can retire the material, and then it can kind of be this wonderful meta industry thing where it's like, if you saw it, you saw it, and if you didn't, you didn't. And I don't know if I'm going to do it, but I keep having
this refreshing feeling.
Yeah, it's
there's
cool,
something
right?
gangster about being like, nah, I'm gonna do it how I want to do it.
Yeah,
too.
because it's so much out there now,
and
know?
Also taking it to see it live. Also, there's a lot of beauty in that because like, oh, that's where you see it. You see it live. I want you to see it in the way that it's supposed to be seen.
Yeah, it's hard when you put it on tape. You know, like I heard somebody told me Ali Wong Netflix just gave her 8 figures to do 2 more specials, or like a special on something else. And I was like, God, man, the growth of that thing is a big, big, big beast, you know? So I'm like, maybe something alternative would be cool for me, just for me. So
yeah,
maybe, but I don't know. Tell the Theo fans, let me know if that would be something you'd watch, get in the 24-hour span, or some people might be like, that's so annoying, I don't want to watch it that day, you know?
I mean, it's super interesting.
It's different. Yeah, I keep having this dream about it. It's like in the shower, I think about it all the time. I'm like, people, you know, I can already hear agents and managers and lawyers like, why would you do that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's how they think.
I know, but I just think it'd be fun. Like,
because they sell it. That's where they make their money.
It's money. Yeah. But for us, it's like, I want to make money on live shows. I want to engage with fans to come watch us do our thing. And that's how I want to earn a living. Not like I'm saying that, you know, I don't want to earn a living from specials that live on, but there's something neat about it going away. I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know. There's something about it.
Well, I think it makes everything now is so accessible.
Yes, that's part of the reason
that
why.
It's like, how do you be unique? Then would it be unaccessible?
Yeah, or you know it's kind of like.
But then you risk run the risk of being not
accessible.
Right.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, but isn't that kind of the fun of it all? Is like, because we're so accessible, could it be cool to be?
The only way you can see him is to go see him. You want to see his new stuff, you have to go see it.
Yeah, that'd be kind of fun. Yeah, that'd be kind of fun to me. But I don't want to say a joke that you do, because I know that's a no-no. But you did a joke last night that made me laugh so hard I walked outside. I'm not kidding.
Oh, thanks, bro.
I lost my shit. I had never heard you do it because it must be relatively new. Mm-hmm. But it made me laugh so hard I walked outside.
Thanks,
I was in the hallway dying laughing. Just I don't want to say it, but God, man, I wish I could. It was so goddamn funny. So I hope you're that at the Wilton. I hope that blows right, man. I hope that blows up and all those people want to claw at you, and then you decide how you want to do it. That's the thing the fans don't know. We ultimately have to decide how and when and why you want to do it.
Yeah, and then you start to get tested by your own stuff. Like, am I doing this for money? Am I doing this for, what am I doing this for?
And do I really like this stuff I'm putting out? That's always a hard thing. It's like, do I love this stuff or do I like this stuff?
Yeah.
Because then you get caught in that rat race of like, everyone's like doing a special year, and then it's like, how much of that stuff do they enjoy? Are you keeping up with the Joneses, or are you putting out content that you really, really love? That's like where it gets into this weird gray area of like comedy and business, and doing that balance.
Yeah, I used to like better being just a comedian and not having to be business, and not having to do business, It's exhausting.
I'm going to give you a compliment real fast. This is me being very genuine now. I've known you for quite a long time. We've been friends for a long time. And watching the growth of you as a stand-up and as a comedian, it's wild. It's like makes you feel proud. Proud is like a shitty word. It makes it sound like it sounds condescending for some reason, but it's like a pride in friendship. Because I remember watching you in the OR a couple years ago, maybe 3 or 4, and I was watching you and I was thinking, when the world figures it out, when they get it, they're gonna get it. Like I was like, when the world figures out how good you were, I was like, it's all gonna take place. And then to watch it happen was very cool. So as a friend, it was cool to watch.
Thanks, man.
And I mean that. Like it's a weird thing to see. I don't think people. It's hard to describe. It's almost like if for people at home, it's like if you knew an athlete when you were young that was so good, and at your high school, and you were like, this motherfucker's ridiculous. And then you actually see them progress on to college or pro or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like everyone knows what you already know. It's a cool feeling. It's like I saw the band first type of shit.
Yeah.
It's a cool feeling. There's something about it it only happens so many times in our lives. So
yeah.
Anyway, that's all. I want to say that to you because
thanks, bro.
I was thinking about that last night when we were hanging out and watching you because we get to be in the bed of it all. It's so wild being at that club. Bert with his shirt off, drinking with strangers.
It was so good last night.
Oh my God, last night at the club was ridiculous.
I was laughing so hard at Bert, dude, and it was so funny because I hadn't expected. Thank you for the nice words, man.
Yeah,
it's really
of course,
nice
of course,
to you. I owe a lot of a lot of it's just been because of the podcast. A lot of people have,
we finally get to connect.
Yeah,
that's what this is. We finally, after all this time, get to connect because when you used to do Conan or the Tonight Show, they didn't know who you were. So we would fist fight to get on the air, and then those things never gave you an opportunity to be you. You didn't get to be Theo.
Yeah, well, it kept getting, every time I would submit to a late show, they would say, oh, you can't do this joke, you can't do this word, you can't do it like this.
Why?
And it was like, oh, well, I can't be myself, then I can't be, I'm not I'm myself. I'm a comedian,
yeah,
but I'm also a person.
Yeah, but they don't. But
there's some difference between the two, but there's not a ton of difference a lot of times for me.
No, you are a hyperbolized version of this thing that you've created. This wonderful comedian character. It's like a microcosm of you, and it's the picture. It's the bigger picture of it all.
Yeah.
Right. And
I just took it personal when they said no. I shouldn't have taken it personal. I just said, oh, that's their business. And maybe I didn't take it personal. Maybe I just said that's their business. And then
I used to take it personal. It hurts your feelings when they say no.
Yeah.
You're like, wait, I am good though, and they just don't. There's just a missing. Something's not connecting. That's all. But the thing about this that you get to connect more on your own personal level. Then,
yeah.
And you're like, fine, I'll just do it my way.
Yeah, and it's been an amazing adventure, man. So many just people that call in every week and have like sharing their own stories, and it's been a journey, bro. And it's been a journey going through just, it's been highs and lows, like you said, man. It's been highs and lows,
It's going to continue to be that way. You
yeah,
know? Just like and just like on these interviews, sitting with friends and talking, it's like. Sometimes on a podcast I connect so much more with people, and sometimes you don't, and it's hard because the fans now are so in it that even they are like they're almost in it and on it with you at some point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like so intertwined, which is it's a good thing. But it's just so strange to me now. It's a thing I'm happy about. Like I'm happy it's happening.
Well, you started your own podcast. I mean, Whiskey Ginger's doing well.
Yeah, it's doing good. People like it. Yeah,
you have a lot of great guests, man.
I'm trying, man. Yeah, you got to get over there. We got to get you. People ask me all the time when I'm going to get you, and it's really funny. Sometimes when fans make up shit, it's weird. Mm-hmm. When they're like, you guys don't like each other.
Yeah.
It's like, where does this come from? This weird fake news that gets like infiltrated into this thing, like these lies that they put in there that they didn't hear from us. It's strange. They're like, what do you not hate? What do you, Santino almost hate Theo? What? It's like, no, we all are doing a million things, trying to create these worlds for people as much as we can so we can keep, engaging in content and working. And I think people think that we have more time than the average human. Like there's a bigger clock for comedians. It's like, how come you can't do all these things? It's like, it's impossible.
Yeah.
I can't, it's too hard.
And I don't want to show up and not be able to, and like there are times when I don't feel like myself, where it's like I won't go on any, I didn't go on a lot of podcasts. I wasn't feeling like super like myself. It's like I want to go when I'm having fun. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to go and bring
the heat,
the fun. Yeah. And I want to have a blast. Like it's like, that's sometimes too, it's hard to keep doing a job of podcasting if you're going through your own shit in your own life, because it's like, okay, this isn't it's hard to, it's not like a self-pity thing, but it's just, it's a journey.
Yeah. Well, I think people don't know that it's a full-time job. Rogan says that all the time. He's always like, it's a job. I have a job. He's like, I have two jobs. I have stand-up and I have podcasting. And it's like, oh yeah, it is a job. It's 100% a full-time job of like, balancing these worlds. It's not as mindless or kind of passe as people kind of think it is. So it puts a lot of stress on you too. It's like a thing that kind of just adds this other comedic stress pressure. So
Yeah, to listen, you want to be engaging.
Yeah.
You know? You want to know what's going on because it's not fun when you're not like into it. You know, you're not just. Yeah, I don't know.
What's the last one you did that you weren't into?
I don't know. Nick might even know better.
Did you have a
than me.
guest that wasn't into it? Did you have someone over here that you didn't connect with?
No, I just have had guests where, you know, I've just learned over time to be. Sometimes you're interviewing somebody and sometimes you're just talking.
Yeah.
And so I never really have known how to be like a good interviewer, you know? I mean, I don't think I'm bad at it, but I don't have like a big plan, you know? So when I listen back, sometimes I'm like, man, I wish I would have expressed my true feelings in a comfortable way to ask the questions I wanted to ask. And so that started to get on my nerves sometimes. Like, man, you know, like the Wolf of Wall Street guy, we had Amanda Knox in. Like, I wanted to sometimes, man, why didn't you just ask this right here? You know, you were feeling it. And
what's the fear?
I think it's just a fear of like, I guess a fear of them judge me, a fear that they're going to think I'm trying to take advantage of them with curiosity, even though I'm just curious.
They came here.
Right.
That's how I look at it.
Yeah, so I think so some of it is like you have to, you know, I think now I realize some of it, okay, have a little bit more of a plan. Like it's not like I'm trying to squeeze, you know, dirty juice out of this person, but have a plan. Like, you know, this is kind of some things I want to talk about and even say them to them candidly. Like, hey, here's a couple things I'd like to talk about. Can we talk about these things?
For sure.
You know?
Just in case that, if they don't want to do it.
So it's clean and clear communication. Goes back to communication. Because then I'll let it run in my head like, oh, man, you know, you're not doing, you got to tight, you know. So I think, probably clear communication is something that I'm going to work on or not work on that I'm doing, you know, that I'm feeling better about. And sometimes just to have it be fun, you know, just to remember that it's comedy. You know?
We're just fucking around.
Yeah, we don't fucking know, dude.
Yeah, we don't know. What do we not know, Nick?
Nothing.
We don't know.
Amen, bro.
That's right. That's right.
We don't know nothing.
You don't know nothing,
I love that, bro. That's what I'm saying,
You
bro.
don't know nothing.
Dude, if the feds show up, Nick is your fucking dude, bro.
You'll hide anything. You'll hide literally anything.
don't
If I say,
know
Nick, I
nothing.
need you to do this, right? You're like, okay, I don't know nothing, man. Cops that come, I don't know nothing.
I don't know
And you know what's so funny? He has a nice face, so they'll believe him.
That's what they
They're
said.
like, this dude.
That's what he said a minute ago. That's how he got through church.
Yeah, just that nice face. They're like, Nick, what happened? He's like, I don't know nothing. They're like, nah, Nick's a good kid. He's not.
Dude, a lot of lesbian women are doing preaching now and stuff. So,
being pastors and stuff.
Yeah.
Really?
mm-hmm.
Why?
Can you look that up? Lesbian pastorship.
Yeah, the lesbian pastorship. Is that a cruise? That's a boat cruise. The lesbian pastorship. That's a boat full of lesbian pastors. You know, that'd be fun, bro. That would be fun. Would they have gay cruises?
Oh, dude, we had 2 gay librarians used to live across the street from us. I used to do donuts in their yard, dude.
What? Well, you spin out in your car? Really?
Only because I had a U-turn right there because otherwise I had to go down the street and do it and I was just too lazy.
You're too lazy, yeah. You just wanted to get out.
Yeah, it had nothing. They were awesome.
2
man.
gay librarians.
Yeah, one of them was a librarian. I think one of them wasn't working, but
One of them worked in fiction.
yeah.
Lesbian bishop.
What specific were you looking for? Stats?
Gay
on?
lesbian women
Gay
pastors or lesbian pastors happening more often, maybe.
LGBT clergy. More often. Lesbian pastors more often.
Married lesbian Baptist co-pastors say
They're all beloved. They are. If I have gay children, I don't know what the rest. I want to know what the rest of that is. If I have gay children, if you had a gay kid,
Mm-hmm.
what's your instinct of how you'd feel about it? You cool with that, or you wish they were straight?
I think that there was probably something in a lot of men at a guttural level where you want your lineage to go on. So there could be like a concern there, like just at like a visceral, I don't know what visceral means, but like at a visceral, like core level, you know, not like at a brain level.
Yeah.
At a brain level, I think,
an instinctual level, you want the seed to be passed on.
Yeah. So I think even if, you know, whether it's, so you want to have a boy who is going to want to procreate out of his penis.
But they can do that now.
Yeah. And so now, I think it's gotten right.
Available.
So now I think that, once you realize that and read that article that's available, then you wouldn't have any concerns.
Can I be real with you?
Yeah.
I don't have any care about carrying on the gene.
Really?
I just don't care. Yeah, I don't. I just don't care for some reason. I don't know why. It never was in like not that I don't want to have a kid. I'm saying it was never a concern if I had a boy, so a boy could carry on a Santino name. Just didn't care. I didn't care at all for some reason. I don't know. I don't know why. I was always like, it would never matter to me if I had a dude or a chick. I mean, I'd rather have a dude just because they're cheaper and less to deal with. You know, you let them figure out life on their own. You put it outside, it'll come back when it needs to eat. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Chicken. Yeah, men, it's a little bit more. You could set them on the porch a little.
Mm-hmm. They'll figure it out, and you don't have to worry about them really. I mean, there's not much to be concerned about. With a woman, you want to protect and aid, and you want them to feel comfortable all the time. With a boy, you want them to feel uncomfortable. For some reason, you're like, I want you to
shake him up.
I want you
put
to
some fucking sand in his shirt when he's not looking.
Hit him a few times.
Yeah.
Pull a tooth out when he doesn't expect it. Not even a loose one, just like a full-on in one. I just think there's something about that, but I never really cared for. I don't know why that is. I don't know why I never really had that.
Right, dick on his forehead. Let's draw a dick on him while
Every
he's
night,
sleeping.
every single night when he wakes up.
It.
Yeah, Mom. It's not me.
He goes to school with a dick
Sharpie,
on him.
Sharpie, permanent marker every day. He's got to scrub it off.
Dude, I remember whenever I was growing up, we had some kid named Scotty, and everybody drew like swastikas on his T-shirt and stuff.
Oh, that's so mean.
Before he got off at Aftercare one day, but nobody knew what they'd meant. They just seen it on pamphlets and stuff, until then people fucking drew it on his shirt.
Swastikas.
Swastikas. Yeah, see a bunch of
And
swastikas.
then he washed the shirt and he still wore it for a while, and you could just see
The outline of the swastika.
Oh, yeah.
So he's like an undercover anti-Semite. On a black light, you'd still see it.
Yeah, oh, definitely, dude.
That's how they get
Some
in.
of it might have been written in a little bit of seed, you know. but yeah, I remember he wore it for a while, dude. And
poor kid.
But they didn't have any Jewish kids in the area. It was just something people had seen on pamphlets.
You
know?
never grew up with any Jewish kids?
No, we had one kid later on, and I found that was half Jewish, and then my mother dated a Jewish guy, a half Jewish, half black gentleman for a while.
Half Jewish, half black. Drake.
Yeah.
That's Drake. I always saw swastikas as a kid on garages, graffitied on garages, but they did them the wrong way.
Oh, yeah.
They always drew them wrong. And so my instinct was like, I want to fix it, but I don't want to help the racism.
Right.
But it's just wrong. I hated that they fucked it up. But my first friend as a kid was a Jewish kid. I didn't know what that was until I was much older. But because he taught me what a dreidel was, I just thought they were different Christians. I just thought they were like another branch of Catholic or whatever. I had no idea. But dreidels and menorahs, I didn't know what any of that stuff meant. It meant nothing. His mother always smelled so good. His name was Philip. She was beautiful. And they lived in an apartment building. We lived in an apartment building when I was a kid, and I would go to their apartment. Their apartment was so much nicer than ours. Like we had an apartment that that was just an apartment that you rented and you lived in. They like did the wallpaper. You know what I mean? Like they had fixtures.
Did they own the building or no?
No. This was like a 40-story building.
Oh,
this
wow.
is downtown in a high rise. But it just they looked like they lived in it. We looked like we looked like we were staying in one. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, totally.
Our apartment looked like an apartment you stayed in. Theirs looked like one they lived in. It was always nice, beautiful. Like the fixtures, I always remember like fixtures were really fancy. Like the sink handles were nice, and we had always the ball handles. You know what I mean? That's just regular apartment shit. But yeah, I didn't know till I was older that he was Jewish, and when I had learned what it was, I was like, oh, I guess that's what all that shit was. I just thought they were like there's so many forms of Christianity, you don't know any of them. You know what I mean? There's different levels to this, and I just
Baptist, Catholic.
I mean, there's 1,000
Neapolitan, fucking snake boys,
Metropolitan,
everything.
Yeah, Margarita with basil. There's so many different levels. I don't know any of them.
Those milk and margarita Christians. Yeah.
yeah. Shout out to Milk and Margarita. What was that kid's name? I like that guy.
Lance, I think.
I like that video question stuff. That's so smart to get them to send in video.
Yeah, we have a lot of great ones. We have one more. Let's do one more.
Sounds good. That was Beckett, by the way.
Gang, bro.
That's a great name.
That is a
Do you remember
great name.
the Beckett card? The Beckett card.
Dude, the Beckett card catalog
yeah,
when that
man.
thing came.
That was so dope.
Dude, see
It
if your
made my
Ken
life.
Griffey went up 10 cents.
You're like 48 cents more. Oh,
No,
I'd lose
definitely
my mind.
not trading it.
Yeah, Mark.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get it.
Andre Ware, I had 11 Andre Ware rookie cards, and
11?
he didn't pan out. Yeah. He
Yeah, that's
didn't
really sad.
pan out.
Sean
bro.
Kemp was the second most card I ever had besides Jordan. I had Sean Kemp's. I loved Sean Kemp.
That Don Russ card where he's like coming off of a dunk, I think.
Oh, dude.
And
I know
like-
that picture.
Yeah, it's like silver, like around the edges, kind of.
Yeah. I had so many Sean Kemp cards that at some point I was like, man, am I a Seattle fan? Like I didn't really realize I was such a fanatic about him for some
You can
reason.
collect his sons now. He has enough kids where you can get a whole pack of his
36?
kids. Yeah.
36? I'll collect all
That's
36.
right,
And two of them are hard to get for some reason. I don't know why. Those middle ones.
96 must have been tough for you, Seattle, Chicago.
I mean, I grew up with the greatest basketball player of all time, so it was really not even an argument, to be really honest with you.
Who are you wearing in this on the wall here?
That number 5 is John Paxson.
Oh, wow.
Johnny Paxson is one of the greatest three-point shooters the Bulls have ever had, although he doesn't get enough love because Steve Kerr kind of gets all the shine because of now his lineage in basketball. But Johnny P was incredible, man. He was so good. But, yeah, I love that Johnny Paxson jersey, and I wore that to a game, and B.J. Armstrong was here when we were playing the Lakers, and he made eye contact with me, and he went like this. And I was like, I ran up to him and I was like, I'm such a big fan. And everybody around didn't know who he was.
Yeah.
People had no idea who B.J. Armstrong was. I was like, it was so strange to be with a guy that I thought was
a legend,
and people didn't. Young kids, I don't think knew who that was.
Dude, I had the same B.J. Armstrong experience at the gym. I see him at the gym sometimes. I used to work out at this Equinox, and I would see him there. And the first couple times I saw him, I'm like, how do I know this dude, you know? Mm-hmm. And if you're a white guy, you always want to know tall black dudes, you know?
You just know right away.
Yeah, and you want to know him. You're like, how do I know that?
They feel special.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like,
do.
This guy has done something special. Yeah, this guy does things I can't do, you know?
Right.
So, and then at some point, I just remember, like, holy shit, that's B.J. Armstrong.
Yeah, he was so good, man.
Yeah.
So fun to watch. Did you go say hi to him at the gym?
Yeah, I said hi to him. And then after that, we would kind of just say hey or what was going on, chat briefly, you know. But I think Iowa State was playing one time, and he was watching the game. But, yeah, I would always chat a little bit about sports.
Who was your first celebrity?
But always nice. Michael Landon was supposed to come to our town when I was growing up.
Never made it.
Or there was a rumor that he wasn't. He never came.
The plane touched down and took off.
I don't know what happened.
Skirt and goes.
He was supposed to come to the fair, to Paris Fair. But who was the first celebrity? That's a great question. Maybe right when I got to L.A., I was by that Andaz Hotel right next to the Comedy Store, and Tracy Armstrong. Tracy, no. Is he the comedian? Tracy Morgan.
Tracy Morgan.
Was arguing with the police, and they're trying to arrest him for something. And he goes, there's a fucking white man running around with a butcher knife, and y'all here asking me questions right now.
Really?
He deflected everything to the fact that there was a white man.
There probably was.
Running down the street that had said something to him with a butcher knife. And eventually the police left.
They didn't even go look for the guy.
No, eventually, whatever he was doing, it didn't compare to this
the butcher knife guy?
This world that he built up of this supposed man with a butcher knife.
Y'all looking for the raw person? Yeah. There's a butcher knife wielding white boy running up and down Sunset. I love Tracy, man. That motherfucker's hilarious. He was your first celebrity that you saw?
He's the first celebrity
I saw Tom Selleck at the airport.
No.
Yeah, my dad literally out loud goes, Tom Selleck.
Oh, damn. What
calling his name out. Tom Selleck. And Tom kind of turned and went like, hey, that's rude. Don't yell out my fucking name. I mean, my dad was like, Tom Selleck. I was like, I know. Yeah, I saw it was very embarrassing. Thanks for that shit. But the first one that I said hello to was the mom from the Wonder Years.
No way, really?
I loved her. I got her autograph on a napkin in an ice cream shop. My mother didn't even know who she was. I was like, Mom, that's the mom from the Wonder Years. And she was like, I don't know who that is. She had no idea. And then she said, my son really is a fan of yours. And she said, oh my God, that's so nice. Because she was from Chicago. She was back home when they were in the middle of shooting that show. And she was my TV mother. I loved the Wonder Years. That was like one of my favorite shows.
Yeah.
And she signed a little napkin, and I still have it to this day. She was so nice and so sweet, but she was like TV mom.
Yeah.
Because she was like a stay-at-home mom.
Oh, yeah.
She had all that. Like my mom, I never had a stay-at-home mom.
She always had the stress of the mom on her a little bit, but like the love of the husband. Like I want to do my best, but I got to kind of be here by the sink.
Those TV families were so right. Oh. Something about them, man.
And it made us all look up to those families, man. Dude, I had lunch with Fred Savage recently. Breakfast with Fred
you did?
Savage.
Yeah, I met him. He directed this thing that I did one time, and he's the voice of Honda. If you ever hear a Honda commercial, he is the voice of Honda.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Really neat guy.
Yeah, good. He's a good dude. Good dude. Very tiny though. He's smaller than I thought.
Yeah.
He never grew up after that show. That show stunted his growth.
What would you do? Yeah.
All right, let's see that. I want to see this video. I want to see that dude. I skipped him.
Here.
That was my bad. I got into the questioning. This dude.
Had a quick question here from Mr. Santino.
Oh, that's cool.
How did you and Lil Dicky become tight? It's a pretty cool guy to know right now. Guy with a lot of influence and a really big name. Just thought it was interesting. Y'all were tight and wondered how that came about. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it. Gang, gang.
Oh, I like that high note at the end.
Yeah, I like this dude. He's like me if my mom met a black guy. That's like me if I was half black, for real. He's such a podcast fan. He's got on Rogan in the background.
Mm-hmm. With Dan Soder maybe or something?
No, I couldn't tell who it was. It kept going by so fast I couldn't see. No, I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is. I can't tell. But yeah, shout out, thanks to this dude. No, yeah, I'm doing a show with Lil Dicky. People don't know who that is. He's a funny rapper. He's got a show that we're doing on FX that comes out in March. That's how we met. We met because we're doing the TV show together, and he's a funny dude, man. He wants to do comedy more than rap, but he doesn't want to do stand-up, but he wants to do comedic television.
So y'all doing a live show?
No, we did a scripted show.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
For FX, you said?
Uh-huh. And it's me and him and a few other actors, but a ton of rappers are on it. YG is on it. Trippy Red, Future. There's a bunch of people that make appearances. It's cool. I mean, I hope it's going to be good. You never know with TV shows. It's so weird, man. You should do more TV shows.
Maybe next year.
You really should, man.
How'd you meet him though?
When I read for the show, we met when I read for the show. His name's Dave, and he was like, do you want to read these lines, or do you just want to just fuck around? Because I think they had shown him me, and he had either seen me or whatever, and then we just fucked around the whole time, man. We just made up a fake scene scenario, and we just had a great time, and that it was just, it's good. He wants it to be kind of like a rapper's version of Curb. To do like the hip hop version of Curb.
How did it feel when you were on set? I mean, did it feel like a good show?
It was funny. I never know with TV. You know what I mean? Like TV, you never know what you're making. You know what I mean? Like, and there's also so much scrutiny in television that I try to just make it, do my best, and I distance myself from it.
Yeah.
Because the negativity and the hate and people that talk shit about projects that you make, I just don't want to deal with it. I don't like it. Like, I make it and I push it away. Like, I usually never watch anything I do. It's too hard for me. I don't like it because then I'll get really critical over what I made, and then I'll start to agree with the hate. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Like people say something negative, I'll go, yeah, that is right. I hate that too.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't need to do that to myself. Like, there's no need to.
I do that sometimes.
To drown myself in the thing that I heard someone else be negative about. I don't need that shit.
Yeah, we don't need it, man. Yeah, it just doesn't help. It doesn't help,
Yeah, if you hate me, don't watch me. Don't talk to me. Don't like me. I don't care. If you don't like me, you don't think I'm funny or whatever, you don't like my shit, I don't fucking care. Don't watch my shit. I don't need you to tell me.
Yeah, do something else.
Yeah, just do something else, bro. I just don't need it anymore. So yeah, I hope it's good. I wish for the best for the show, and I put it out, and we put some good work into it, and hopefully
it sounds like
good.
You don't think it's going to be good. That's what it sounds like.
I'm just not good at that. I'm not good at pretending like I know. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because every time I see every time
I respect that though. At least you're not fucking. Yeah, most people would have said this is the best shit ever. Watch this shit, and you're like, that's fucking dog shit.
Yeah, because I don't want to. Because when my dad's retired,
Do they sleep in the same bedroom still?
No. Yes and no. My dad stays up late at night.
Yeah.
So he doesn't go. You know what I mean?
That's the move when when it gets to that age, older, when it's the final 20, when it's that final 20 years, when that last quarter, when that last lap starts, the big move is to stay in front of the TV as long as you can once the spouse goes to bed.
Because when they go to bed, then you go, oh, I fell asleep. I didn't know. I didn't know you went up last night. I fell asleep.
Yeah.
He loves the couch. Sometimes he sleeps in the guest room sometimes because he says he didn't. If he goes, oh, I had a cough or I didn't feel good. Separation. I don't like sleeping in the same bed.
Oh.
Do you like sleeping in the same bed as a lady?
No.
I
don't like sleeping in the same apartment as a lady.
I know. I want a shared room. That's why I want to get a big enough house where my wife can be on one side, I can be on the other.
I have a couple friends like that.
Yeah, they're just big enough homes where they split.
Yeah.
I want to have a schedule in the kitchen, We'll meet here at noon.
Yeah.
But I can be in my wing, you're in your wing. We'll link up for breakfast or lunch.
Yeah.
Then we continue on.
How great is that?
It's beautiful, man. I don't like sleeping in the same bed. I'm dead serious. I want my whole space. I get too hot. I get anxious. I flip around. Do you wake up at night or no?
Yeah.
I'm up all night long.
Yeah, you seem like somebody that was up all night.
I wake up. I go to the bathroom. I go to bed. I wake up. God. I go write something down. I watch TV. I can't sleep through the night straight.
Write something down?
Yeah.
What is this? Are you on a ship in the Potomac?
I'm solving murder mysteries week to week, and if I think of the blood was on his shoe, and then I'll write it down. Yeah. No, if I get a thought that I need. Like, you got to write it down. Don't you put it in your phone? Don't you put stuff in your phone like that?
Yeah, I'll read a couple.
Yeah, read something that you threw down in your phone recently.
Let me see.
What a comics condition, by the way.
A lot of mine's about gays, and a lot of mine's racial stuff, too.
Oh, same.
Oh, blind puzzle making. I thought would be good if they had a game show where it was blind people making puzzles,
Oh, I love that. This says, why do adults like to get spanked? Why do adults like to get spanked during sex? It's gross. It's indicative of childhood trauma. It's very strange to
It's like knock it out, knock that trauma. Yeah,
You want to spank the trauma right out of me.
Yeah,
That's where the term daddy bothers me. When I have a son, I'll hit him in the face if he calls me daddy.
yeah,
I'm papa or pop or dad.
yeah.
Daddy is gross. Daddy, yuck.
Oh yeah, daddy's
Yuck.
too much.
It's gross.
Father.
Father's nice. Yes, father. Yes, boy.
Yes, yeah.
Go fetch your pail.
Yeah,
Go fetch your pail, boy. Dude, I get a I get a DM from this company that I've never answered, but for the past 7 months, they've hit me up and they say, "Who's your jeweler? Who do you use as a jeweler?" They're a jewelry company. I don't ever wear jewelry. I don't even wear a wedding ring. I don't like jewelry. I don't like stuff. And they hit me up every other week. They erase their DM and they send it again. Who's your jeweler? I think I might need to go get some jewelry.
You think? I'm trying to think how
Instead
you
of chain.
Oh, I could see you in a chain. I could see you in a wrist chain.
A tennis bracelet.
Oh.
But I want it on my ankle like a girl. I want like a girl in spring break.
Dude, I want one above each knee. You know? That'd be the fucking
Yeah, I want I want
most savage
Yeah,
thing.
right above your knee wrapped around. That's dope. Wouldn't that be fun if you had $20,000 on each leg?
Oh, yeah,
I would love that.
definitely.
My knees are blinged out.
Dude, that's so wild, man, to think that, like, I wonder, like, yeah, what jewelry's going to be like in the future. Like, if people are going to start to get more stuff, like, installed into their bodies.
Yeah, bro. Have you seen in their teeth?
Will it all be virtual? I mean, I've seen those Johnny Dang. Have you seen that guy?
No. I mean in their teeth. People put diamonds in their tooth.
Yeah, Simon Rex has one.
That's wild. They physically put it into your tooth now.
Yeah.
They used to put it on your tooth. Now they can drill a hole and put a diamond in your tooth.
Get in there. There's
That's what I
Johnny
want.
Dang right there.
Yeah. Bye, Johnny Dang. Every rapper sings about Johnny Dang.
Yep. And he's that Vietnamese gateway to the,
Gateway to the ice game.
yeah.
He's like, what? You need more ice on you? You don't have no more. You don't have enough. Look at how much ice he's holding
Oh,
there.
he's iced out.
Yeah.
dude.
These are all diamond, everything for you. He's so tiny too.
Oh, yeah, look at him.
And you know they grow him for the show when they do recordings.
Oh, he's a little boba drink.
yeah,
that guy.
they stretch him out.
You could sip right out of his little ass.
Look at him with that girl in that Vice article up there. He could fit inside of her tits.
Oh.
He's a
That
nice
would-
little sliver of a man.
Oh, beautiful. Look at the look in his eyes, too, the excitement. the
He's so
joy of
happy about
and
life.
love.
Yeah, he feels good about life.
Yeah.
These guys have beautiful stories. I'm always impressed by this kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
They make it from zero, you know? Like builds his own empire.
And we're talking zero. Like, dude, I remember when I went on semester at sea, so it was like a school, you know?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a campus on a cruise ship, kind of.
Yeah.
So I remember we were coming into port in the morning. We would get into like the different port cities because you kind of go to different cities around the globe, right?
Right.
So we get into port cities. I remember being up in the morning was the biggest thing. If you could be up at like 5 a.m. as you come into the port of a new country you never been to, right? Pretty crazy.
Yeah, that's wild.
And I remember getting into Vietnam and like passing fishing boats, like we're in like a cruise ship,
Right.
You know, and passing fishing boats, like little guy hat, you know, like mouthful of melon, like he would fill his mouth with melon in the morning and then just only swallow a little bit throughout the day. Like that was his
meal.
lunch. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of like one of those little drip bottles for a hamster, but built into him. And then, and he would just be out there just fishing, man. And a cruise ship, it was almost like just two time zones passing each other, like
Oh yeah.
and it would just be so bizarre, like the wake of this cruise ship just going and
Rocking
like,
his boat.
yeah, lifting these little bitty skiffs that they were out there,
And that's his entire living.
yeah,
Is sitting out there doing fishing in the morning. And you guys, meanwhile, are showing up just to party.
Been up all night,
Just
drinking
partying all
wine,
night,
doing
yeah.
bootleg cocaine that we bought in some country that we made.
How bad is bootleg cocaine?
Oh, some guy was making cocaine. I remember. Was it good? Here's what I would say: it didn't damage you.
Yeah, it wasn't gonna hurt you.
Yeah, so you could do as much as you wanted. You weren't going to get high, but you weren't gonna get hurt.
Your heart wasn't gonna stop.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, that's the opposite with like bad weed. Bad weed makes you feel sick, right? And you get a headache and your stomach kind of turns and you feel gross. It's like bad weed is bad. Bad coke is just not real.
Yeah.
It's just
that's
it's
what it was.
bummer
Just not
coke.
real coke, but somebody made it, man. This guy had this whole little deal going on, and he was making it, man. So that was cool just to get some. It was even if it didn't work, just
Right.
getting,
Just
some.
knowing you got it. Isn't that half of the hunt? Half of the fun was getting drugs, and then when you get drugs, you do them, and you're like, "This is great," but getting the drugs was
Getting
really
was
fun.
the best.
Yeah, because the people you would get in trouble with, dude. I've told this story before, but I used to do drugs with this guy whose parents were both deaf.
Oh wow.
Yeah, And his dad would come in the room sometimes. We'd be high as shit.
David was his name or not?
Danny. What was his name? His name was... This is so... I don't remember. I'm being serious.
We had a deaf fella named David.
Oh, it wasn't his parents. I don't even know this kid. I don't remember his name. I just remember he had deaf parents, and I really...
Well, Deaf runs in the...
Is that him? Is that Deaf David?
I don't know. This guy does have an earpiece in. Let's hear what he had to say. Deaf runs in the...
In the David family?
Yo, Cheeto, I've got a question for you. What drug wouldn't you take? I think mine is probably fucking heroin, because, no fucking needles, what's up? So, what do you think, gang?
Dude, hold on. A big guy like that could handle a little bit.
He could handle some wind. Yeah,
he could
for
handle
sure.
a freaking, a little vein.
Look at the size of those baseball mid hands he's
you could shoot right into that middle finger, dog. You know what I'm saying?
He said, what drug wouldn't I take?
Yeah.
I mean, he did say, but that's the thing about the mistake of heroin. He thinks you just have to shoot it. You don't have to just shoot it. You could snort it. You can smoke it. So, like, needles scare him. You could snort and smoke heroin. That's not... I don't think I would want to do heroin, but I think the drug I really wouldn't take... I don't think I'll ever do ayahuasca. I know people
really?
I don't know. I don't really want it. I don't know. And people having a religious experience on it. I don't know if I really... I've done DMT once, and that was fun, but I don't know. I don't really want to do drugs anymore. I barely smoke pot anymore.
Damn.
I just like drinking.
You sound like a damn grandparent. You don't want to do drugs anymore?
I don't want to do drugs anymore, man. I think I did drugs that I need to do. I think I've done enough drugs that I needed to do.
But what about... I could see you...
I did mushrooms this weekend.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere.
Yeah. But they're chocolate mushrooms, and you take a little bit...
Did you feel anything or not?
Yeah, you feel a little fun. It's a little fun.
Who'd you take them with, the missus?
Some buds. Some people came over.
Some fellas.
I had people... It was two of my friends' birthdays, and we threw a little, like, happy birthday, and then we projected a movie on the garage wall outside. I got a projector.
Oh, yeah.
And we watched The Sandlot. Probably one of the best movies of all time.
Does the wife drug or not?
No drugs. No drugs. Just drinking. She never did drugs. Never really got into them.
Wow.
She's not opposed to them. But I've also just grown weary of doing drugs. I don't want to do... I did drugs when I was young as much as I could, and then now I'm like...
What is it? Do you feel like the body can't handle it? Do you feel like it's not...
That's the first step.
Is it?
Yeah, I can't... Your body is... You ruin 2 days now.
Yeah.
I used to be able to do drugs and function.
Go to work.
Yeah.
Dude,
I used to do drugs at work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, think about that. Half the people that are at work
all right,
are on drugs, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
All the chefs at a kitchen, bro.
Yeah.
If your order comes out quick, that's drugs.
That's drugs. Yeah.
People are like, "Oh man, this restaurant's great, dude."
No, he's amped the fuck up.
That's drugs.
He's on meth. Eggs, hash browns, eggs. He knows how to throw it out.
Dude.
I just got to a point, I think, where I did a lot of drugs when I was young.
Oh yeah.
And then now all I like to do was smoke some weed and drink. But even weed has taken a backseat in my life. I don't know why. I just don't.
And do you ever remember? I remember getting so high at this girl's house one time when I was young that I couldn't even. I remember telling some girl, like, I remember being stuck in this bedroom, like laying on my back on this bed or couch, and I was so high. Like everybody else had gotten high and gone to do something fun.
Right.
Right. And I was like, all right, I'm coming. And as I'm getting up to leave out of the door, I couldn't get out of my body. I couldn't, my body was stuck there.
I've been there. Yeah.
And so I'm like laying there, and some girl came back in the room to get something, right? And I remember just being like, hey, get me, get me. And I remember this girl just fucking looking at me, and I think she thought I was trying to hit on her or something. I might have been, because even
half and half.
Yeah,
half
because I was trying to fuck, even though I'm down for the count,
I can't move, but I'll fuck.
Yeah, halfway through a 10 count, I'll still get my dick up, Even at 6, I'll fucking say, hey, come fuck, But I remember this girl just looking at me, and I remember speaking, but I couldn't. It was the only skill I had left was to speak.
To get it out.
Yeah, get me, And they laughed, man. And I just remember being trapped there, literally felt like I was loitering in my own body that wouldn't move.
Yeah.
Like just wandering around the hallways of my body.
Yes. Trespassing.
Yeah, trespassing.
You wanted to call the cops on yourself.
Oh, dude.
Get out of my body.
Yeah.
I got so high one time at a college party, and I went in this girl's room to just get away from people because I was like, my heart was jumping. I was feeling really fucked up, and I was like having a panic attack that I'm like, I'm too drunk. I'm too fucking high. I'm on a few things. I'm feeling real fucked up. So I go, oh, dude, I hate it. I go and sit down in her bed, and I curled up, and I woke up to her and her roommate screaming at me. Like, get the fuck out, you fucking piece of shit. I was like, I'm not doing anything. I'm too high. I had like dried tears at this point because I cried, prayed to God 10 times. Don't let me die like this in this girl's 1 bedroom, 1 bath. I just don't want to die in a small place.
Yeah.
I want to die in a big house. It doesn't have to be mine.
Yes.
But if I'm going to die of drugs, I want to die in a big house.
Oh, wow.
You know? Dying in a small place is sad.
Yeah.
You're right there. They find you right away. They walk in. They know you're right there.
There's no
investigation.
There's no mystery. There's no allure.
Right.
There's no hearing their heels walk on the nice floors as they look for you.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Where could he be? Is he in here?
No.
Nope, not in there.
Upstairs?
Yeah. Yeah, maybe he's up there.
And he's not up here. Yeah, no, I didn't want to die. I didn't want to die like that. I did. That's what college was. College was bad for me like that. I got myself in bad situations in college with drugs. That's probably why I don't want to do them anymore. Just nights of like, I remember sitting watching my buddy.
And were you doing cocaine or drugs?
I did anything that came my way. I would take all sorts of fun shit. As long as other people were doing it, I'll take it. I'd throw a pill in my throat. I was like, okay, if other people were doing it, I was down to have fun with if we were all doing it. But I remember one night my buddy was playing, he played acoustic guitar. And he was so high on cocaine that he was playing so much. And he's doing that like coke mouth, and he doesn't even realize he's cutting his finger. His cuticles are bleeding because he's playing so hard. Oh. But I didn't want to stop him because the song was so good. I just let him ride it out. You know what I mean?
Bible, like a musical Bible.
Yeah. You're only going to get Dave Matthews Crash Into Me so many times live. So I was like, let that motherfucker play. Yeah, I've seen some people do some nasty shit on drugs. It turns you off as you get older. Yeah, the older you get and you see people get real fucked up, you go, ugh, that's not cool anymore. It looks sad now.
Yeah, what is it? There's something about it that gets... Well, when you're younger, it's more like you have time to kill for sure.
Totally.
So it's like, oh, if I burn 2 days doing this or...
Whatever.
Yeah, and your body can recover quicker.
Yeah.
And you have your responsibilities are less. You have nobody to answer to.
Right.
Like, oh, if I just lay in my bed for a day and a half, it's going to be chill.
Right. It'll be great, actually.
Yeah.
Also, I think when you're young... you want to test your limits of your body because kids think they're invincible because you kind of are, right? Like you kind of are. You can get into a car accident and the next day as a 20-year-old, I could feel fine. I'm like, man, we got hit yesterday. That kind of stung my back. I got hit a year ago. It fucked me up for like 6 months. Yeah. You know, and it wasn't even that bad of an accident. It's just you test limits of your body when you're young because you're flawless. You're a machine. You know what I mean? You can go play sports, you can go work out, you can go get wasted, then that afternoon go to a party, stay up till 5 a.m., get on a flight the next day, go with friends somewhere. Your body doesn't really react. Then you get older and your body slowly just goes, nuh-uh. Oh. Nuh-uh, dude. We're not going to, no. Oh. Your muscles start to get tighter. You need to stretch more. It's like, and then young people are always like, oh, whatever. But then it happens and you're like, oh, shit. It starts to feel, you start to feel like you can't do as much as you used to. You know what it feels like when a dad is like playing sports with you, shooting hoops, and he's like, oh, my back. And you're like, what? We're just shooting around. Now sometimes when I'm doing something, I'll go, fuck my back. Yeah. And I know what Dad was talking about. It's weird, man.
And you start to whatever you're doing, as you're doing it, you know the repercussions.
Yeah.
So you limit what you're doing as you do it. So you're like, okay, I'm playing defense this time. I'm not playing defense next time down the court because I don't have, I can be in 3 days I have to do something.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Now, if I only have to do something if I had to do something in 4 days, then I play defense the whole game.
Right.
But I got to do something in 3 days, so I'm going to have to kind of monitor.
It's going to be half and half. You go in, I'll go in. You do. You like start to compromise with yourself on what you're willing to sacrifice, but it does get that. I mean, dude, even traveling.
Let's play hoops. Oh, let's go to Dave and Buster's.
Yeah, we'll go to Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yeah,
we'll watch hoops.
Yeah, let's watch hoops.
You know, when you travel for stand-up, don't you feel the same way that there's days when you travel that you can handle the plane schedule if you're jumping around like show to show to show, but then there's sometimes when city to city, it just hits me way harder. I don't know why. There's some days when I'm like more exhausted from the night after night after night, even if I haven't changed the schedule.
Yeah.
Even if my diet's the same or I'm not drinking as much.
Oh, yeah.
It'll still mess me up. Sometimes I'll wake up in a city and just go, God, I'm like tired and in pain. And I think when I first started going on the road, dude, when I was 22.
Invincible.
Please. I drove to Montana and back in a day. I didn't give a shit.
Yeah, remember that?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, it's a 40-hour drive. And here
I drove back, did the stand-up, got back in my car and drove right back. Of course, it was like 2 or 3 days. In my mind, it was like, just did it in a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it didn't matter. I didn't need to go to bed. I didn't need to eat.
Just to tell you other comedians stuff too. Yeah, I featured out there in Helena.
They're like, damn, really?
Yeah.
And you're like, yep.
Yeah, last night.
Big Sky, baby.
Yeah, last night.
Big Sky last night. Yeah. It's like, well, you're back today? Drove through the night.
Yeah.
Couldn't stop, dude. No money for hotel. Had to keep going.
Just caught a good downhill, closed my eyes for a minute.
Threw it in neutral.
Yeah.
Kicked my feet up and just fucking let it ride.
4,000 miles later. Bro, you would drive, bro. I remember times thinking, okay, instead of catching a flight for $217, I'm going to rent this car for $19.
Right.
And then I'm going to drive it 7 hours overnight to get to a cheaper airport where the flight will only be like $140.
That's right. Because we need to save that. And just the couple of bucks back then meant everything.
Yeah.
You needed to save it. Because otherwise...
Your time had no value.
No, none, zero. Because time didn't exist back then. It was like, what? I didn't need to be back for anything.
Yeah.
It was like, if I can waste an extra day getting what I need done to get to where I need to go, what's the difference? I saved the money. I didn't lose any money. Especially because you're nickel and diming your way through anything. You're not eating at nice places. You're just going by whatever you need, right? Yeah. Gas station food. I survived on gas station food for years.
Oh.
Like I just beef jerky and protein bars and stuff like Gatorades. That's what I would just eat from full meals. I didn't have a dinner till I was like 30.
Yeah.
Like I didn't have like a real sit down dinner till I was like late in my 20s. And then I started to eat,
Yeah.
But before that, you lived as cheaply and efficiently as you could. But now, now you can eat a good meal once in a while.
Yeah.
When you want. I mean, I know you're out every night. You're out every night. Nobu Malibu eating sushi. You got your own table. I know. They fish live for you. Don't lie. I know the Theo table. I seen it. Straight to table.
I like the hook to be in there. Whoever gets the hook and their cut of fish has to buy the next meal.
Yeah, exactly.
That's my thing.
Fish out there, hook in. Then you buy. Do you ever do credit card roulette? Have you ever done that with friends?
Now I'm kind of willing to do it, but for years I would see it go down. I'm like, I can't. I can't get in this.
I hated it. I used to have friends that did it all the time, and it drove me nuts.
You have rich friends?
Yeah, I had a lot of rich friends. Wow. I went to school with a lot of rich kids when I was in college. Yeah. A lot of kids.
Where'd you go to Drake? Where'd you go to school at?
I went to Harvard of the West.
Did you really?
I went to Arizona State University. Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
A very high acclaimed university. Yeah.
Because I went to University of Arizona.
Yeah.
For one semester.
Tucson. Yeah.
It's
a real shithole.
Oh.
Go ahead and say it.
It's a shithole. It's like what's the cousin who has the in Christmas Vacation who has the
Eddie. Yeah, that's Eddie. That's Eddie's campus. Yeah. Hey, Clark. Yeah, shitter's full. Yeah, that's exactly right. That's what it is down there. ASU was great. But yeah, I went to school with guys that had money because they came from California.
Yeah, it's a lot of guys that can't get into Ivy Leagues and want to move away from where they are. Their parents will send them to ASU.
Well, because California has so many good schools. And if they don't want to go to a local school that isn't that good of a school, then they just go to Arizona. Yeah. Just because it's a nice getaway, but it's close enough, A
lot of pool parties, a lot of cocaine.
A lot of pool parties, a lot of cocaine.
Fuck.
A lot of girls that are 10s hooking up with sub 7s.
Ooh.
Like I'm a 6.5 and I could get 8s and 9s out there. Yeah, it's great.
You were over there eating cheek.
I was having nice, dude. I was steak and lobster every night. Meanwhile, I'm Denny's. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
But
they're like, damn, who installed a Denny's in this freaking Morton's?
Is that a Norm's? What is that? Yeah, but that's the funny thing is like there's so many hot guys and hot girls that at some point you're gonna get. Get something run off.
Oh, sometimes when the hot truck of girls goes by and hits a speed bump, one of them bounces off.
Where am I? You're here. No, at some point it's like so many people were so hot that even like a girl that was a 9 or so beautiful.
Yeah.
The guys were already with the other hot girls. Yeah. So she's like, you'll be fine.
Like a 9 would have to get like her pupils dilated for some condition she had, and then you would end up dating her for a while.
It'd be me.
Yeah.
And then 3 months later when her eyes went back to normal, she's like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I thought your hair was regular.
Yeah.
They never knew.
Like, I thought you were different. Yeah, me too.
You were different.
Yeah, me too.
I thought you were more symmetrical. I didn't know your face was that lopsided.
And you had to track. Like, she'd be like, oh, why is your bedroom a wedding chapel? It'd be like, look, I
have to make ends meet.
I got to do what I got to do.
I'm doing what I got to do. I have a marriage in 10 minutes, so you got to get out.
I need a woman in my life. I got to do what I got to do.
What was your first job out of school?
Out of college?
Yeah. What was your first job? Do you remember it?
I was in college for about 9 years. It took me a long time to get to college.
You and Bert. Bert did that.
Yeah, Bert did that. I'm trying to think when I got out.
You worked your way through college though, didn't you?
Yeah, I don't know what I was doing. I was still doing, I was doing MTV when I first started that, so that took up a good bit of my time.
That's true. You were still doing TV, huh?
Yeah, so that stuff was like sometimes it would take you out of school, and then I would change my pay. I would be like, all right, I'm gonna move here. I'm gonna go live here.
Yeah.
You know?
Do you talk to any of those people from MTV? No.
No.
None of them.
It literally feels like I didn't.
It's a different life.
Yeah.
Because when I met you, I didn't know about any of that stuff.
Well, it was before that.
Well, but even still, even after people referenced it, never knew it.
Yeah.
Like, I guess I was not attuned to it. Like, I had known what all those popular shows were. I had seen Real World when I was younger and all that stuff. But, like, when I met you, even when I had known that you had done it in the past, it never registered to me.
Was there
I don't know why. Maybe because I never saw you or anything like that.
Yeah. Was there a show that you liked? Like, what's one of your favorite reality shows over time? Did you ever watch For Love or Money or any of those?
I loved, what was Flavor Flav's show?
Oh, yeah.
I fucking love that show.
Boy.
Yeah, boy. When he met New York. New York is crazy, son. I love that. I thought that shit was wild because it was like, that dude had no filter.
Yeah.
When I first moved here,
dude.
he didn't give a fuck. He gave no fucks.
He had,
He'd be like, that girl's booty is too small. And they'd leave it in. They didn't give a shit.
Me and Brigitte.
Brigitte, that's right.
He's easily the first black
Flavor
man
of Love,
to conceive a child with a 70-year-old white woman.
I know. Bro, and he's ageless. This dude is this dude will last
Look,
forever.
I'm going to give you the name Nicorette. You know,
Right.
Nicorette, because you got me quitting all these other bitches. You know, you'd always have like weird names,
Right.
man. Oh, your name is Booty Hole. Your name is Booty Hole. You know,
He was when I worked in the music industry, one of my first day jobs
hold on,
out here.
let's refine that statement, dude.
Yeah.
But let's restate it.
Okay.
When I worked in the music industry.
I worked in the music industry.
Did you?
I used to plan tours. Yeah, one of my day jobs was getting visas for bands to travel around the world, like tour planning. This dude, what is that?
That's Howard Stern in blackface.
Oh,
He looks.
fuck yeah, dude.
Sorry, I just thought he looks exactly like Flavor Flav.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
this is
wait,
Howard
when
Stern,
did Howard
yeah.
Stern do blackface?
Huh?
When did he do? When was that from?
Whenever he wanted, man, he's got that kind of money.
Yeah, I guess you can just come and you can come and go, huh?
Here's the thing. You got to be rich enough to leak your own BF photo.
Well, here's what's so funny about blackface. Like, they tried to get Jimmy Kimmel recently, right?
They did.
And then he had to like apologize or whatever.
I don't think he's going to be back.
You don't think what?
I don't think Jimmy Kimmel is going to be back on the Jimmy Kimmel show.
No
Spade
way.
said he might not be back.
No way.
I-
Why? Because of the blackface? It's not a real thing. That was so long ago.
He took off the whole summer, and
Yeah, but they always take off the summer. The late night show hosts, and also late night shows, they always take off the summer. They always have a guest break, and they do this a lot where they bring in people. I mean, this is back to Carson days. Carson used to let Leno and Letterman guest host, but this is not a new thing. Also, he's taken off the summer to be with his family. I don't think it's because of that. I also think doing late night right now must suck. Look, I mean, look at
They're
it.
letting
It must suck.
they're letting our friends do it.
I know, it's insane. And it must suck for the hosts that usually do it because you're in a studio with an audience, you're used to the rhythm. Now they're doing it from their house or from a studio that looks like their house. I'm sure guys like Jimmy just aren't loving that, to be real. It has nothing to do with blackface. And I know Jimmy. Jimmy is the shit. A hilarious, smart, cool dude.
Mm-hmm.
That whole sketch that they did, the blackface sketch, like, give anything context and you'll understand why they did it, right? Ted Danson did blackface and Whoopi Goldberg was all supportive of it and was like, it was at my birthday. It was a joke. So why didn't Ted Danson get fucking ruined? Well, because context means everything.
Yeah.
If you're doing blackface, at a Nazi Hitler party, hard to talk your way out of.
Yeah.
But if you did it for a TV show sketch, get the fuck out of here. What are we at some point, what are we talking about?
Well, because it's like, if people co-signed it at that time and nobody said anything, like it just all goes into how often, what can you go? You could go back to something in everybody's life.
Always.
And who are they? Like, obviously Jimmy Kimmel, it doesn't seem like he is a person who is trying to like offend, but he's had tons of black people on his television show.
Right.
Right. It doesn't add up that, it's not the same thing.
No, right. I don't agree with but also I don't even know what she did.
That's true.
Like, my whole thing is like, did she say did she outright say like, I don't hire fucking Asians or derogatory comments out loud?
Yeah,
no,
gays, humpbacks.
Right. I don't hire gays. I don't hire one eyes.
She doesn't do that.
No. So
That's true. She has the diverse people on her show
every fucking day. Well, like,
and also there's a thing about, look, at a certain level of power, at a certain level of prestige,
right,
a lot of your character defects are going to be magnified so much.
Right.
Like, there's just no way to do it. Like, she's basically, it's almost like, I will say this, it's like a corporation. Like, people are always like, these big corporations, they're killing it, Kraft macaroni killed my son, even though your son never,
never ate a vegetable his whole life.
Had nothing to do with it. He was in an auto accident. But it's like people always want to blame big corporations because they get too big and they can't manage things at a comfortable level.
Right.
Ellen is a corporation. She is like a Trump Tower. Like, she's like a huge building.
She's a business.
It's not a person anymore.
Right.
So if the person on the first floor of the building is upset that they don't get treated a certain way,
right.
Some of that could be because there's 40 floors of business that have been operating. So that whatever trickle down kindness, it's just not there,
Well, it's also, didn't they say it was more her producers than her? Like, from what I read, it was like they said the executive producers were abusive in their approach or whatever, and it wasn't a lot of her. There wasn't a lot of quotes from her that I heard about her saying shit. Now, whether or not people say she was mean to them or disrespectful or whatever, that is what it is. But again, like we said, like, that's not against the law to be mean. It's not cool, but I don't understand why can't we just have a talk about it?
Right.
Do we want people to change and get better or no?
That's a great question.
Do we want people to change or we just want to burn them to the ground? Because I've yet to find a quote, if you can find it, where it's like direct from Ellen said, "Fuck black people," said Ellen. Like, I haven't seen that yet. I've just seen them say,
"Fuck dancers." Fuck.
See, look at it, said alleged racism and intimidation on the show. That's so
vague.
Yeah, that's super vague.
That's everybody.
Right.
Dude, half my friends are alleged racist, bro.
A former employee say Ellen's "Be Kind" talk show mantra is a toxic work culture.
Yeah, it's just.
That's vague statements. That's like anything else. You know who said? You know what somebody said? Like somebody had a great talk with me about Chris Hardwick's thing. When they said Hardwick his ex said he was emotionally abusive. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and
who isn't? It's hard to be alive.
But emotional abuse, what is that? That's a really vague term.
Yeah, that's like a stepdad.
Yeah, yes. Like, also, my wife said this. What past relationship of yours, your ex, wasn't emotionally abusive? Man or woman. You hated each other at the end. I bet you were fucking mean to each other when it was over.
What current relationship, there isn't some emotional abuse going
of
on?
Course. And manipulation because you guys are fighting over certain things. And everything is context, but we don't know what was going on inside of that world. I don't know what's going on inside of that fucking world because, like you said, that's a big building, dude.
Yeah, you're right.
And Ellen's in the penthouse.
The fire. I'm saying Ellen's a piece of shit.
I don't know any different.
Here's where,
you know what else? I don't watch the show. So it's another world that I'm not connected to that I don't really care about. So unless she outright said, Filipinos are the lowest rung of human on earth. If she said some shit like that, then I go, damn, Ellen, what the fuck?
That's edgy.
Yeah, but until then...
That's false, too,
and that's very false, because they're great. Mm-hmm. They're great. It's the Thai people that we don't like.
Oh.
Everybody knows that.
Well, I don't want to say who it is, but this mix is the Chinese, they call them.
The Chinese, dude. Everybody. I mean, I work with a Korean, and I have...
we have one in here sometimes on Tuesday.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
Try to kill us all.
North? Huh?
Huh?
Who is it?
Mm-hmm. He's, I don't know if he's north or south.
Is he north or south?
I don't know either.
No papers?
Yeah.
I work with a Korean every day, me and Robert, and I got to tell you, I was never, ever racist towards Koreans until I started working with him. But it opens up a new light. You really start to see who you hate. Yeah. And that's why I still work with them, because I want to you keep your enemies close.
And that's bad friends.
That's bad friends. And that's
you
bad
keep
friends.
Your enemies.
You keep your enemies close. And that's bad friends. No, I think I think this whole everything can get pulled out of context.
Well, I'll tell you why I even think this. For one, I'm jealous probably of Ellen.
Yeah.
That I feel like she's at this point she's gone to the point where she's taking a job from a young man. It seems like.
Yeah.
That's kind of how when I see her, I'm like, damn, she's taking some young fella's job.
Some young dude's job.
Now, I'm not saying that's a right way for me to think or feel either, but that is a thought that comes to my head. The second one is a friend of mine used to work security for her at her house.
Private, like personal security?
Yes, and said that she was a complete asshole. But also, now that guy was a nice guy. He was a little bit bow-legged, honestly.
Oh, I don't trust bow-legged people.
Well,
How did you get that way?
Huh?
How'd you get that
Dude,
way?
I mean,
What era did you come from?
no,
Did
dude.
your parents break your knees when you were
That's
young?
that freaking polio bad boy.
Or it's
you
privilege
know?
because you rode horses or animals a lot. If you rode a lot of animals, you can get bow-legged.
Well, if you rode a real small animal, then you're
Like us.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't get bow-legged. But if you're privileged, you get to ride big animals, more bow.
you bow up.
Yeah, that's the bigger the bow, the bigger the privilege. That's what I say.
And so that's where a lot of my, I guess my disdain comes from. And I think I just have a general disdain sometimes for that culture. Now, if she asked me to be on her show next weekend, I might have a different opinion.
I don't think you would go. I don't think you would go on Ellen.
I don't know. I just
imagine if she asked you to dance. Would you go out there dancing all the way down the aisle?
No.
Theo Vaughn, and that DJ, and the DJ is like, "What's up, Theo?" And you have to do that thing. You're like, "What up, dog?" Yeah, you got to do that all
Hey,
day.
Stanley. Hey, diverse person. I can just even imagine.
Yeah.
I don't even need to know who the DJ is. I'm just like, hey, diverse person.
Yeah. He's like, "What up? What up?"
Yeah. But would you go on there? You would.
On Ellen?
Yeah.
No. I couldn't. I would have no business. What would I do on Ellen? Well, I mean,
But
like
you're more of an actor. You do acting.
yeah, but they're not. I mean, if anybody from my show, they would have Lil Dicky. They would have I'm
Right.
not the star of that show. Even if I was the star of a show, Ellen wouldn't be where I would go to promote the show. Because nothing I would make would be Ellen's audience.
Right.
Ellen's audience is moms, middle-aged women mostly.
Yeah.
Like they wouldn't like me. Like the content I put out, that's not what they like at all. I mean,
Right.
Kudos to those that are broad enough, but
Right.
I think what we make is a little bit more specific than that. Acting or not, that'd be too hard. They'd be like, I don't like the language he used on this podcast I heard. So no, what would I go on? I mean, I would slit a throat to be on Stern.
Would you?
I love Stern. I've always loved the guy. I mean, like, I love the show. I've done the wrap up show because I know
yeah,
Gary.
I've done that too.
Yeah, and those guys are
Those guys
fucking
are
John
great.
Hine. Those guys are dope. They're the
Yeah.
nicest, and they have the most fun. They don't give a shit. There's no rules. They kind of let you be you. Sometimes you go on shows and they like dictate how you're supposed to be. And they shut you out and they don't make you feel welcome. And you're like, all right, well, I guess I'm just filling a gap for 2 minutes. But those guys let you do it. I want to be on that on the show one day to talk to him.
That's a good goal, man. You know what? Sometimes I feel like I keep myself out of my own goals with judgment.
Why?
I don't know.
Would you go on? Would you want to be on Howard?
I don't know if I would. I mean, I don't know if it.
Do you like him at all?
I like him.
Just
I'm not
fine.
a big fan.
You like him just fine.
Yeah.
I used to be a massive fan, and then just time wise, I don't get to listen to it anymore because I'm not in my car listening to Sirius anymore.
Yeah.
But I used to love it. You know what I loved about the guy? Honestly, that in the sake of how we're comedians and we can joke around like I did before. I'm joking about not liking Koreans, and one of my best friends is Korean, and
Totally.
we can throw that away and have a joke and then go back to something real.
Right.
He does that a lot, which I like. That he's able to just go, fuck it. If you can't tell the difference and when I'm kidding and when I'm not, that's on you. Like, get real. Like,
Yeah, he used to be a lot more like that, I feel like.
Well,
he's I mean, he's definitely a legend.
He's
no doubt.
I think he's getting older, and it's getting harder. The show is obviously getting harder to do. It's tough. You're making content every day.
All of it's tough.
Yeah, that's hard. I just think
And you change too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's probably not the same person he was 20 years ago.
not even close. He's like a vegan who paints and does yoga every. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
he's completely changed, which is cool to watch his.
He's a Jewish Diamond Dallas Page, really.
He's Jewish.
Huh?
Is he Jewish?
Howard Stern?
Oh God, I'm not listening anymore.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
He's a
Imagine 25 years of. Oh no! No! He is. He's the Jewish.
He's a Jewish
DDP.
Diamond Dallas Page.
He really
man.
is. Are you a wrestling guy? All the jokes that we do about wrestling, do you watch it?
Oh, the truth is, man, if I had to be real honest, there was a guy in our, I don't want to say our neighborhood, but in our, probably an adjacent neighborhood that trained wrestlers when I was growing up.
Really?
Yeah.
And did you get trained?
Huh? No, but I'd go watch.
You go check it out.
And I'd try to get in there, and I got the britches one time for Christmas or something. Yeah. And they got me some shitty ones. All they got me in one with the ballet surplus or whatever, somewhere in some fucking little Billy Elliott's out there.
Hand me downs.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I look like a damn newsie, I look like a newsie.
Selling papers and watching training?
I look like a newsie at the gym, But I'd go over there and watch him, and the guy had a ring set up in his own yard, when they throw him off the ropes and do the body slam,
Love that.
And they had this one wrestler guy who was, I don't want to say mentally disabled, probably had autism. This is before they had autism, so it was just like,
around,
that guy's a fucking, strong.
Yeah.
And it would be like this guy, Fireboy, was his wrestling thing, and he had like the pants and
with the flames on the side.
And some kind of Doc Martens, but before Doc Martens, Nurse Martens, know?
Right.
This guy had like these lace-up boots, and he wrote Fireboy on each one, And I'd go over there and watch him train the guy.
Are you sure
and then
it
they
wasn't
ended
Andrew?
up doing drugs.
Huh?
Are you sure it wasn't Andrew?
Yeah, it could have been.
Was it me?
Fireboy?
What if it would have been? But, dude, I'll tell you, I'll say this and I'll say this again, man. I still don't understand why some of the podcast people do not make a wrestling script. This is
I know
wrestlers.
we've talked about this. I don't have any wrestling in my blood, though.
Who cares?
Yeah, but
dude?
I don't even enjoy it. It's not for me.
Then you can still do it. Have you seen wrestling, dude?
I know, but there's something about wrestling characters. I don't like type.
You ever been angry at a costume party?
Yeah,
That's wrestling, bro.
I know. I mean, I have. I got into a fight with a guy at a costume party one
That's
time.
wrestling, dude. It's just the Halloween.
Yeah, but we really fought.
Yeah, bro. Oh, that's a good
We
point.
really fought.
Then that's not
Yeah,
wrestling,
we really got into a
man.
fist fight. No, I don't like I never when I was a kid I thought Hulk Hogan was cool, and I thought some of the wrestlers were cool, but I never followed it because something didn't click with me. I don't think I like the boots and the pants. I didn't like tight pants on men and boots.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, they're in jeans. I guess I could do it if they were all wearing jeans.
And this guy, his whole thing is like apathy. He doesn't take his hands out of his pocket. He kind of hates the whole thing. That could be you.
That's me. I'm just apathetic Andrew.
Tommy Dreamer.
Well, see, that's my thing. I know they actually slap him
Is
too.
that
and
Carl Lentz, the pastor?
Yeah. It's not for me.
Yeah, this is getting weird.
It's not for me.
Yeah.
Something about it misses for me. It's just like, look, and I like theatrics. I know that it's all a big play. I think it's cool. The idea is cool.
Some things have gone on have gone on too long. Some things, which are institutions, have gone on too long. I do think a lot of times.
But then some things went away for no reason. Do you know what highlight is?
I've seen that scooper.
Highlight, yeah. That was that was one of the most popular sports in the world at one time.
No way.
Yes.
Wow.
One of the most spectated sports in the world at one point in time.
Pull up a highlight now.
Put a highlight, especially because in India it was huge. You're talking, but highlight they try to make a comeback. It's not working. It's never going to come back. But that's Jory Cornbit. He's one of the most famous.
Really?
Yeah. But this game is fucking insane. I mean,
It's in a court?
Yeah, and the balls get thrown 170 miles an hour or something. It's a wild, cool sport to watch. But it'll never come back. I can't tell you why. I don't know what the appeal. I don't know why it lost this cool appeal of watching people do that. Just huck that ball. When you listen to the echo of the ball off the wall too, it's daunting. It's like da 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 da.
Really?
It's crazy. But look at how hard they fucking whip that thing. And you get hit in the face with that, you're gone, bro.
Oh, they got to wear the helmet too.
Yeah, but people get hit all the time.
Really?
Yeah, people get hit all the time. It's fun. That kind of stuff, but that loses
horrible.
its luster.
Right.
It's gone.
But now, what about female roller derby? Did you ever watch that when it was on TV when we were kids?
But they hurt each other. That's why I love
yeah.
that. See, I love the physical, real pain. I love to watch someone get clipped or taken out. Yeah, that's why I love football. Same thing.
I'll tell you, one time I went to the USC stadium.
Yeah.
And it was Super Bowl day, and they had the women's tackle football going on down there, right? It was like halftime. I think they were doing something during that day. They were putting on a game. Mm-hmm. And it's pretty lame to say, I forego watching the Super Bowl. I guess it was two teams I didn't care about or something. And I went down there to watch that women's tackle football game.
Yeah.
And they lit each other.
I love it.
Up,
you've seen lingerie football. You've seen that, right?
Maybe that's what it was. It was yes.
Like
okay, so that's what it was.
Oh my God.
It was hot with the pads on.
They beat
the
shit out of
some
each other.
these chicks.
I know, dude. You should pull up that highlight reel of those girls. They clip each, and there's also they're able to get away with more. The NFL doesn't let anymore.
Yeah.
Like horse collar, you can still horse collar in that.
There was a pigtail on the thing after it.
I mean, look at that. She's blatantly throwing her shoulder.
Yeah.
At her neck, like, oof.
Ooh.
Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
Wow. Dang, that girl in Schilt and
Look at that. They just are straight fighting.
Some of these chicks will shoot they'll shoot up right into the middle of the tit.
I think they're. I think fighting is all legal too. I think it's legit.
Oh, damn.
It's an incredible game. This should be way more popular.
Bro, and I'm getting mildly erect, brother. I really am, which is good because I actually ended up masturbating yesterday. So to get an erection the day after a masturbation.
That's really good. You're able to fill up again?
Oh.
I can't get a tank in that fast.
Very rare. So I didn't know this was going to do it for me.
This is it. Now I know how to pique your interest.
Ooh. Now some of the ass cheeks get a little small the stronger the women get.
Well, yeah, you can't hold out all that weight. Some of the running backs.
Ooh, whoa. Oh yeah, fill her up, dude.
See, this is a way to handle daddy issues. Don't go stripping. Get out on the field and beat the shit out of another girl.
Now the problem I think is just the money.
They don't get paid enough. I'm sure they don't get paid shit.
Yeah.
Well, there's not enough money to be made. You know, like you got to have more fans. But that's the thing. Is like this should be a bigger sport. This should be a way bigger sport.
Dude, you know what I just realized? Sometimes I don't even really want to have sex. I just want to put my penis in there.
Just let it sit and soak?
No, as long as you get it in, it's like it's...
Yeah, they call it soaking.
That's enough, really?
Yeah, really hardcore...
Mormons
will call it's called soaking.
Wow.
They're allowed to put it in, they just can't make friction.
Ooh.
Yeah,
that's hard, though.
You got to sneak it in there and let it sit
it's like
for a
playing
minute.
Operation, kind of.
Yeah, don't touch the sides. You got to let it soak for a while, dude.
That's scary, bro.
Yeah.
Dude, you got to let it soak.
Well, because the thrusting is a lot of work, right?
Oh, it's all a lot of work, dude. Have you ever worked with Brendan Schaub? It's a lot
That's
of work.
a lot
brother.
of work.
It's an uphill, like Atlas, that guy who pushes that ball up that hill. You ever seen that guy from Greek mythology?
And it always keeps falling down on him. Yeah. And no matter how close you get to the top, it's always coming.
And that's
why
is that ball
Sisyphus.
always wearing
That's Sisyphus, right? Sisyphus never was able to get it up there.
Thick boy. Well, I was like, why does this ball have a thick boy bike club shirt on? Yeah.
Dude, he loves the biking, huh?
Oh, dude, it's crazy.
This motherfucker, I was like, is he sponsored by Bike? Is Bike sponsoring him? I feel like he got so into bikes overnight. Oh. He was like, oh, bro, I'm fucking 25 miles today up this hill. I'm like, good for you, dude.
Dude, yeah, I'm phony Hawk. That's it. Dude, he will... That's the thing about Brendan. People knock him. The one thing that he is that inspires me is that he is a hard worker.
Yes, he's committed.
Who else can go from one thing to the next?
Right, he jumps all in.
Find their footing in it. Football, fighting, podcasting, comedy,
and biking,
and freaking
biking. He
dude.
got sponsored by Bike, the company Bike, it's like Q-Tip.
Really?
All the bikes sponsored him.
Wow.
Any bike company he wants. Thick boy. His Instagram has become like an autistic kid's Instagram. He'll be like, big snake on road. Just have pictures of snakes.
Yeah, yeah. Like,
oh, yeah.
Like, here's a danger noodle. Yeah.
Yeah, he posts a snake like he hasn't seen. You've seen one every day. It's not a mystery anymore. Now it's a nuisance. To me, I'd go, God, these fucking snakes. He's like, whoa, here's another sandwinder. Whoa.
The best is the other day he's like flags down. There's some lady biking. He flags her down and let her know there's a snake there, and she doesn't give a fuck.
She's like, whatever, loser. Just drives by. Is he into motorcycles? Does he do? Is he up there yet?
He is. It's on his calendar, but I don't know. I think it's 2022.
2022.
He's getting into those sit bikes, you know, with the big sides on them.
Like the Mexicans have out here.
Yeah,
yeah. The beach cruisers. Yeah.
Oh no. I'm talking about the ones where the older people.
Oh yeah.
And it has like the little case on the thing for a Gatorade.
Yeah, you have a little picnic basket in the side.
Yeah. Oh, I got your sandwich in there, honey.
You want a bologna? I got you bologna. Bologna extra mayo.
He's gonna ask me why we said this about him.
I know, but it's all because he's addicted. When he gets involved in something, it becomes obsessive. Yeah. He's obsessed with bike culture now. Now it's like, it's not like where you say if you were like, yeah, man, I just got into jiu-jitsu, like if you just got into it. I'm sure you would like it and really get into it, but it wouldn't consume you. Like when Brendan gets into something, it's like all consuming.
He's in.
Yeah, he's an athletic addict, right? Yeah. He's addicted to athletics.
Or he buy the chef's hat, and then he gets the spoon set.
Right. And then he gets the knives.
Yeah.
And then he wants to make the knives.
Yeah. Then he gets the cheap.
Current future right now.
Oh, yeah.
Because this is more fun than trying to do a digital show to me, and perform to an audience that's not there. Because this is the same. They're watching, but I don't have to wait for their response or know that they're engaged. They can engage on their own.
Who are they?
The audience. The audience. Who's ever watching, whenever they're watching this. But like those live shows on Zoom and all that, I just don't know if it's for me. I've been offered a few times. I don't know that I can. I don't know if that's my shit. But the
Right.
drive-in shows, the Bert's doing, I called him too, and I talked to him about it. He's having a lot of fun. We were trying to plan a tour with me and Bobby to go do that, and it just didn't work out. The schedules was too it was too hard, and to get to one city to the next, and it costs a shitload of money to put those on outside because these aren't pre-established venues. It's not like going to a club that the building's already there with the lights and the sound, and they have to build this shit outside, and they're hoping that multiple people like us do it so they can keep the venue up, keep the permits, but it's still it's very costly. So.
You think you'd be able to go and set up a tent, you know?
Yeah, but even still, you got to pay staff. You have to have union. You have to have sound engineers. You have to have people who build stages. I mean, it's just kind of like...
Or you got to grease the constable, you know?
Yeah, you got the
if you're going
local.
small town. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to hit somebody off, and then even still, they're going to want to hit. They're going to want to be hit what they should have got from the union.
Yeah.
So either way, no matter how you shake it, I don't know if it's worth it for me right now. If I was as big as Bert or Segura... Yeah, maybe if it's worth it for them to go get 500 cars in a parking lot. I just don't know. Also, I feel weird inviting people to go out and not be able to touch them and interact with them and see them and be have those moments in a room when you're with people. It's just irreplaceable. And I don't know.
Yeah, because I'm sure, I got invited the other day to do a show where the televisions are in front of you. There's a guy, Hunter
Yeah, they
Hill.
invited me too.
Hunter
Yeah,
Hill?
Hunter. Yeah.
Great guy, puts on a lot of awesome shows.
Yeah.
And apparently there's like 20 screens in front of you where you can see the audience, actually see them right there in front of you. That's interesting.
Yeah, it is. No, it's cool. I did tell them. I said it looked really cool, but I'm also I also know my habits as a performer, and I don't know if that would cater to my habits. I really enjoy feeding off the live energy of people.
Yeah.
I'm significantly better in pressure situations where it's live and big.
Oh yeah.
Than I am in those where there's almost no pressure because it's digital. There's a lot of growing room, and it's almost like there's almost no pressure, which I don't really like. Like I think the pressure of live is why I like it so much. It's like we paid to see you, bitch. You better rip.
Yeah.
And when you do, it's like it works, Whereas there's a disconnect, and it's okay if it doesn't work great because both people know that this is a weird medium of comedy.
Yeah, that's interesting. It almost seems like it caters to the reward isn't actually being the reward isn't actually being funny. The reward is their kindness, because then people might act like they're laughing or laugh out of like, haha,
Yeah, one of those things.
But yeah, just because that's how they're supposed to look like they're behaving, because you're not going to be able to hear their audio.
Right.
They're just going to hear you. So then it's going to become this world where you're performing virtually for people. Everybody's pretending that they're having a good time because they paid to be there. And it's just going to be.
See, I'm worried about that. I'm just.
Bad.
I think it's good for people that are doing it and that it's working for them, because there are people. So I'm not hating on it.
Right. No, I'm not hating on it.
Because I might do it.
I just wonder if the reward, if it's creating a reward system that is different than the original being on stage and getting, and feeling that moment between you and them and forcing a laugh out. Like some people laugh because they it's not. They're laughing because they want to. They laugh because
the rhythm.
Yes, you did it. You made them laugh. You did the job. Whereas if it just looks like I'm supposed to be doing a certain thing, then I might just do that thing.
Well, because it's how they always talk about how people react when they know a camera's watching them.
Yeah.
So someone in the streets, they're going to react different if they have a camera on them. They start to function different. Their eyes, their movements, everything becomes hyper aware that they're on camera. So when they're on camera watching you, they know you see them now. Versus in the room, you don't see audience members. You just hear them. If they're laughing, and if they don't like the joke, they'll sit there and smile politely. If they're not a fan of the joke, they're like, no, that's
and
okay.
those guys, you can tell usually, I bet they hit their girlfriends. There's always that guy.
100%.
There's always that guy you see up front. And you kind of look at the girl and I always look at her and let her know.
It's okay, and if you need to go, we can go.
Yeah, just, I know what's going on.
You should have a help code when you start the show. Ladies, if you're here with your man and he's abusive and he doesn't want to be here, we should have a help code.
Order that salmon.
Yeah. I'll take a salmon, then I know you're ready to go.
Yeah.
You come with me, we'll save you. Yeah, there's always a guy or two at the show that's not enjoying the show because he's mad that you're doing the thing that he doesn't do, right? Because he hates his job or whatever, and he's annoyed that his friends like you, and he's like, I'm not really a fan.
Yeah.
But I came with them, but they love you, but whatever, good to me. It was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not stand-up, I don't think is going to come back for I don't know, summer next year. I think the vaccine has to be the thing to give people I think to give people the comfort level. It's more about comfort.
I started to feel this week, like every Monday, I start to feel like, wow, okay, we get a little further from the existence that we knew before this disease.
Sundays usually make my old lady depressed because work on Monday is like a whole thing for her. You know, that's like a startup again. It's like, oh shit, I have a big week ahead of me. And I never got it because our weeks bled together, right? We don't really know what, it's like I've got shows every night of the week or we're on the road. So Monday and Sunday weren't significant days, but they are now because Sunday to me is this end of a week for me. And Monday is like, how many more of these weeks are going to happen without us having the ability to go do whatever I need to do? Because I was saying it, I feel like forced retirement. I don't like it. I feel like I've been forced to retire from stand-up. It's kind of like if you meet someone that retires too early, they usually get depressed.
Yeah.
You don't get to do the thing that you love. I have no outlet. I can't go work out at night. It kills me. It kills me not to go to the club and work out new shitty jokes.
But now what are things, I feel you. I start to feel like, okay, the interesting thing is each time I just finally started to notice, I was like, oh man, I'm starting to think like we're getting further away from the life that we knew to the point where it's interesting how this new one becomes
this is it.
The norm.
This is it. Get strap in. This is it.
Because a lot of me still thinks, oh, this is just such a temporary thing.
No, I don't think so anymore.
But do you feel that too a little bit? Where you're
100%.
Like, it slips away. Whatever was before starts to slip away, and this slowly becomes.
About a month ago, I've therapeutically admitted to myself and people around me, friends and family, that I'm like, the new norm is going to be, we're never going to go back to what it was. This is going to be the future.
You don't think so?
No, no way. I don't. I really don't. I think we will inherently, time will change us for the better. We will adapt. People will, this is all going to change. I think jumping back into what we thought was normal will never happen ever again. I just don't think so. Wow. It'll be a new normal. But it will be okay as well. That will also be, but we will function significantly differently. I mean, you look at anything like any kind of societal turn, right? A big flip, whether it's the internet and the takeover of what the internet did,
or flu or something.
Well, but anything that's just a big change in our society inherently changed us forever.
And we did it.
Yeah, we did it.
We did it okay.
Yeah, we did it fine. We fixed it. We created new jobs because of it, right? The Industrial Revolution created fucking an entire new society for us. Did it create other problems and put other things out of business? Yeah. Is stand-up going to go out of business?
The power drill fucking changed the whole world,
everything,
dude.
Everything. The power hammer.
Yeah.
Didn't work.
Oh, the jackhammer?
But it was, yeah,
but it led to the jackhammer.
It led to the jackhammer, right.
The first one,
the power hammer was not.
Will you pull up power hammer?
Power hammer didn't work. Jackhammer worked.
Power hand hammer?
Power hand hammer. Yeah. Yeah, I think we're going to function at a higher level in a different way. That's all. Yeah. We just have to find new ways to do it, which is why I applaud the people doing the fucking those shows online, because you got to try, you got to swing the bat,
right?
Try it.
Yeah, I think the reason why I haven't gotten into the shows online is because I'm like, are there enough of these yet where I can go and do 2 and 3 in a night,
and do a bunch, right?
And so that I can actually like cultivate the material and ruminate it, as opposed to just going and doing a one-off.
Are you going to dump all the old stuff that you were doing before, or no?
Well, I have a special with Netflix set up, so hopefully I'll dump it into there.
But when's that going to be filmed?
Right.
See, that's what I feel like.
That's a good question, but at a certain point, they'll just be like, they're going to need material. Mm-hmm. They're just going to be like, look, shoot it at a,
Starbucks.
Yeah. Shoot it, yeah.
Cold brew? Yeah. Cold brew for Micah? Yeah. You're slinging joke. I think they need to, but I think this is a good opportunity for Netflix to film or let people film at very unique and different places instead of a traditional theater. Instead of let's do it at a different kind of venue, right?
Yeah, I think about that, but then I think you see outdoors ones are just risky.
Not outdoor. Do an indoor one.
Well, bring up that boat thing that what's his name had in here.
Who?
That hand hammer never worked.
Never ever. Power crank. Look at that. Concepts.
Yeah, remember that thing that
hammer
Tim
drill.
Dillon had? Mm-hmm. The drive-in boat show. This guy's so funny.
I love Tim.
It's unbelievable the stuff he says.
He goes, he shoots for the moon.
He sounds like Rush Limbaugh.
He is. He's our generation's Rush.
Yeah.
Except he's sober now.
Yeah.
Rush is on pills.
Yeah. Rush is pilled out.
Floating
but here's
cinema
something.
equipped social distancing boats coming to Los Angeles. Love it.
Floating cinema.
Yeah, great.
That's just
If you're
hey,
rich
rich
enough.
people.
Yeah, if you're rich enough, that's great.
Dude, here's the crazy thing that rich people do too. Oh, let's go to this graveyard and watch a movie.
Love it.
Oh,
You sit on the dead.
yeah.
You let them know that you're above them.
Yeah.
Sinespia. Have you ever been there to Hollywood Forever Cemetery?
Sinespia?
That's
yeah,
what-
I had
yeah.
one time.
Yeah, I
it
love
broke
it.
my heart though seeing that.
Just-
All these rich people having a little cheese on top of fucking, you know, Henry Ford or something.
Ingmar Bergman and stuff like that. Yeah, I love that. I love eating on old dead Hollywood people. It just shows how little we mean, right?
Oh, totally.
It shows how this town you mean nothing. You mean something for this long, and then you're Ellen, and then they kill you, and then you go sit on Ellen's grave and you watch, you know.
But isn't that part of the thing,
Beetlejuice.
though? It's like now it's become such a system. They build you up,
Yeah.
and then they
Tear you down.
down.
Yeah, they're excited for it, but
And
we've always done that.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, look at the Bible even.
Yeah, they have to take down someone that's at the top, because it feels you raise someone up because you're impressed, and then when you have societally raised them up, then you get tired of their success because inherently they have more than you. They're bigger than you.
Yeah.
So they have to kind of peel you down a little bit.
And we all need to be, it's like we're all imperfect in the end. So it's like we have, the truth is that there is a down, there's
There's
all
down.
a down. Life, I mean, death is the down. You know, death is a down. The whole story ends with an arc. You know, it's a high and then a low.
Right. The story ends with us in a field with someone younger eating cheese on top of us watching a movie.
Yeah.
That's how the story ends. That's okay, as long as you enjoyed it when you were above the ground. I feel like I'm cool with however the story goes, as long as I am putting forth effort to make it go somewhere.
Yeah.
Because it's never going to be, you're never going to have the whole time, you know?
What is your industry going to be like in the acting world? Because I know you guys' show, Dave, got picked up for season 2.
Yeah, we were supposed to already have been shooting it. It should be almost done by now, I think, shooting.
Wow.
Technically. Yeah, we'll probably not do it till, I mean, they keep saying November, but I don't think so. I think we'll probably do it next year. And who knows? I don't know. Luckily, our show is for Hulu. I mean, it's FX, but it's Hulu because they're one now. And so we're digital, which is, I think, where TV lives anyway. TV's digital, dude. I don't.
Here's a guy right here. He's got a question.
What does he say?
It's Brendan's son.
Who had the idea in Dave for you guys to have a bath scene and you wash his back?
There's a scene in the Dave show where I get in a tub with him and we're naked and I wash his back.
Were y'all really naked in the shoot?
Yeah, and you know what? That wasn't supposed to be on camera. That was a moment of Dave and I kind of having a bonding, and they put it on the show, and I don't know if I appreciated that. I think they kind of went above and beyond artistic integrity there, because we said we're kind of working the characters, we're trying to figure out what we need from each other in the scene. So it was a long day. It was the end of the day. I said, I'm going to take a bath in this house that we were shooting in. He said, I'd love to take a bath as well. There was only one bath. I said, we'll share a bath, but I want a closed set. And they put cameras in there.
Damn.
It's a little disturbing, but that's what the business does.
Yeah.
They're invasive.
Nothing like putting two men together and getting them naked.
Yeah.
In this town.
In this town, that's really what happens.
Yeah.
You know, and they filmed it, and it was my choice, and I don't enjoy that they filmed it and put it out there.
Dude, I'll tell you a story that happened to me. I just remember this. When I first got into town, some man set me up with a guy who was an agent, right? Some agent guy.
I know
He's
what
like,
this is.
He's like, I'll take you to this party or something. So he takes me to a party. Cuba Gooding Jr.'s there, so I'm all excited.
He's always there.
Yeah. Then the guy's going to give me a ride, drop me back off at my place. I didn't even have a car yet, right? And I remember the guy saying, if you grab my dick while I drive, my car will go faster.
And did it?
I didn't touch him.
Oh.
But I remember
You didn't want to see if it could go fast?
But we'd been doing a little bit of coke, you know, and
Right.
I remember thinking, first I was like, that's insane. That sounds fake.
Yeah, I don't know if there's a correlation between his penis and the.
I
and the
didn't
speed
even
of the car.
realize that the guy was trying to be perverted or homoerotic or anything. I didn't realize any of that. I just thought, oh, this guy.
He has a big car. He's a gearhead.
This guy's a real gearhead. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
This
dude, he
guy
said it
loves
twice,
cars.
and then I remember just having to stand up for myself, you know.
Yeah, at some
saying
point.
I love women, dude. I still had a picture of my girlfriend in my wallet.
Showed him.
You know, look at Shannon.
But he didn't want to see Shannon.
Huh? He didn't. You know. It killed him, bro.
Yeah, he's like, you sure that's not Sean?
Yeah.
That's not a Sean?
But I forgot about that, man. It's that kind of town where they want you to be in a bathtub with a man.
Yeah, well, and that's exactly right. And when you do want to do it on your own volition and not have it filmed, they end up putting it on a television show.
Yeah.
That's the problem. I got proposed to by a proposition by a guy who was trying to be my manager.
Really?
Yeah, he said, I'll only take 8%, but you have to make up the 2% in other ways.
Ooh.
And I said, what other ways? He said, I want a kissy kiss every time you drop off money from a job. And I just was appalled by the idea to kiss him, dropping off a check, my money to him and kissing him.
Yeah.
But so after 2 or 3 years, I had to drop him. I just couldn't do that shit anymore.
Especially a kissy kiss.
A kissy kiss. Well, yeah, because that's one on the cheek and one on the lips. That's a kissy kiss.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
The nerve of this guy, you know?
That's sneaky. That's like when your grandmother's like in her last year of life, she fucking sneaks one in on you.
Kissy kiss.
Yeah.
Give me a little kissy kiss.
Let me get that double up. Yeah.
Come on, Nana, stop it.
Hit it on the lips. Hit me on the lips.
We smell like old artichokes.
Oh,
I'm done, Nana.
Dude, yeah.
I'm done with it.
Why does every party feel so cold? What else we got, Nick?
Yeah.
I wanted to bring up Andrew clapped back when you had Tom on your Instagram. I was commenting from the King and the Sting Instagram.
Oh, yeah. What did you say?
I said the show should just be called Bad. Which I was pretty proud of, actually.
Mm-hmm.
But
hit him pretty hard.
Just self-promotion. I like it, though.
Yeah, this is Nick.
I'm helping out King and Sting. Comment whoring gets you a lot of followers.
Right.
But then he clapped back and he said, well, your show should be called Yeah Man and COVID Boy.
Yeah, man, COVID
That's
boy.
what he said.
Yeah, man, and COVID
Well,
boy.
here's one of my favorites, too, man.
Well, you know, I got a lot of hate for this, by the way, from Bobby. Bobby,
Tom came on as a guest on
no,
your show.
No. Tom came on Whiskey Ginger, and we went to the Bad Friend studio, and this was Tom's idea to say that he's going to replace Bobby.
Oh.
Bobby, I'm not kidding, was fucking livid. I was like, it's a joke. He's like, it's not funny. It's not fucking funny. You think you just replaced me? I was like, Bob, we're kidding. Tom, of course, is not going to do the show.
Yeah, that's joking.
But also, Bobby was mad. So
Bobby's so oddly fragile.
he's so fragile. He's just a delicate little
He's like something
flower.
you get at the airport, and it's like nice, but you're like, how do I keep this
This
on
is
the
gonna
plane?
break.
I got to go 2 flights.
You have to hold it the whole flight.
They didn't put it in a bag. I'm tired. I'm going to go to sleep. I took a pill.
You fall asleep for 2 seconds, it's on the floor, and it's cracked already.
Like,
Yeah, I had to do a little clap back into the King and the Sting. Rename your show, Yeah Man and COVID Boy.
Well, that was good. There's another one that's really good too. Go to a different picture. Go back to his main. And Cheeto Santino's where you can follow Andrew. I'm sure a lot of you guys already do, but there was another one you posted. I said
that you commented on.
Yeah.
I can't remember which one you said something on.
Go down a little more, maybe, or if not, it's that one in the middle, maybe, right?
With Dylan on our laps.
If I scroll down on Instagram through his page, it'll probably just you'll be the top.
Show where it is. That
okay, yeah, whatever you think is best, Nick.
That's
Sorry.
Dylan. That's me and that me, Rogan and Kreischer holding Dylan on our laps. You know what's so funny? Like that is a picture that genuinely makes me go, God damn, I miss hanging out with friends and doing stand up and fucking around. I mean, that's the kind of stuff that genuinely when I scroll past sometimes, it just makes me a little, little soft. I go, fuck, I miss hanging out and saying hi to people.
I think we didn't know how good. I think
yeah.
everybody, and this includes everybody for their own walk of life, everybody didn't know how good we had it.
Oh, we had it so good. We did whatever we wanted.
As
This
humans.
is the freest country in the world. We're allowed to do whatever we want all the time. And then when this happens here, it just goes to show you how restrictive life can be. When something gets in your way, I mean, what can you do now?
Oh, we're almost, I feel like we're damn,
Which one was it?
Go down a little bit more.
It couldn't have been that further away because I remember it just happened.
Okay.
I don't remember what it was, though.
Was that on your personal account or maybe
I wonder if it was on
Bad
Bobby
Friends?
Lee. It could have been on the Bad Friends account.
Yeah, maybe
it was good.
Maybe
though.
it was Bad Friends. It could have been.
I was like, I got asked to do this show. Oh, I'm glad Bobby found somebody to do this show with him.
That's what it was. That's what it was.
Maybe it's a Bad Friends episode. Maybe on that one.
No, you know what? Go back to my profile. I bet you it was that same picture. I'm telling you, I bet you it was the exact same picture with Tom. And you said, Theo, I think you said, I got asked to do this show.
I got asked to do this show.
And I said, you already do a show with a handicapped guy.
yeah, it was so good. Shout out Brennan Shaw, man.
Shout out Bardor.
Yeah,
That's our boy. We love Barn Door.
Barnyard Shower,
Barnyard
dude.
Shabbin.
He's gonna get freaking mad. Dude.
No, he's not.
Yes, he will.
No,
bro.
he's not because he knows how much we love him.
That's true. You're right.
He knows love.
Right.
There's a big difference.
That's
also,
true.
what did go back up in that scroll? What did
Let me ask you this though.
look at that? I thought that was somebody else. Never mind. I was like, who did? I thought that was George.
Who could fight? It might be up at the top.
Yeah, it usually does. Why does it
You
push
should call
it
it
down?
just bad. Oh, he did that. If you think you
Keep
get
going. That's you again. Mistake Rick and his alcoholic burn victim friend. Look at that. Nick kept throwing punches.
He should.
But did I comment after that? Did I comment at that one?
I don't know.
No, because I was busy.
And that is Theo's line, alcoholic burn victim. I gotta.
Yeah. No, I know. I like that. I love that.
And that's when the Rat King shows up, dude. When he's got to freaking defend his
Well,
crown.
he doesn't have a choice at some point.
Yeah. Do you think? Who do you think's going to win this election? Do you think? It's interesting.
Yeah, now I changed my opinion. I used to think, I genuinely used to think.
And I'm not saying, I'm not putting you on a political side or anything. I'm just talking this openly. Who do we think could win this election?
No, I know. No, it's not a political thing. I used to think Trump was going to win for sure. I thought in my mind, I was like, there's just no way, because he was so polarizing and it just was controlling the country.
Keep that up, Nick.
And then now, I don't think so anymore. I just don't. I think in lieu of what's going on, I don't think so.
Who won the 2020 presidential election? And this is over the past year. What the percentages?
Wow. Yeah, see, there you go. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. There you go.
I still don't know.
I don't think he will anymore due to the fact that...
Well, he bombed during the Black Lives Matter thing. He didn't.
Between BLM and the pandemic, I think are a perfect storm for him to cause him to lose.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I think that's what I think those two things will make it go. Nick is just checking his fantasy stuff. It's not,
No, he's checking
not even
the odds.
happening. No,
Yeah,
no, I know.
I laid a couple of years ago. I laid money on Trump.
On 2020?
Yeah.
What'd you put down?
I put down $250.
That he'd win again?
Yeah, and it was like 10-1.
Is there a parlay? Do you get to pick? What?
I know. Yeah.
I saw the same thing. It was before he had won the
primary, the first time?
Republican nominee. He was plus 800, and like you knew he was going to win that. So at that point, it's 50-50 essentially. Like,
what are the odds right now for Biden and him?
It's like Biden's the favorite.
Let's see them.
Those, yeah.
Sorry, Nick.
No.
Yeah, I do want to see this. I do want to see the favorites because that's wild to think.
Minus 150,
oh,
plus
wow.
135.
Wow. Well, see, that's what's silly. Why would they throw in Hillary Clinton and Michelle Obama?
Because here's what happens.
Just in case?
If Biden physically cannot do it, the Electoral College gets to pick.
Yeah.
Is it the representatives? There's a group that gets to then put somebody in his place.
Yeah, sure. I mean, the DNC then gets to replace. Right.
The DNC then gets to put somebody in his stead. That's why a lot of people still think, and I've thought this the whole time, that Hillary Clinton is going to slip in at the last minute and replace him, or somebody is.
But Michelle Obama has never even talked about being
I don't know. She just launched a podcast on Spotify. It's huge.
Yeah, that's because they want to get paid.
2024.
They got 7 Emmy nominations from their look.
But
the Obamas have parlayed their presidency into being media moguls now.
Oh, yeah.
Intelligently so. If you're going to get out of being a president, you can't just play golf and sew because they're still young. They did the thing that you would do if you were that young. You'd go, well, let's get a media deal with Netflix for $100 million.
Yeah.
Make shit, employ people, and keep making money.
What about this then? Here's a different question. What do you think the effects of the pandemic will have on how people vote? That's what I start to wonder, because I start to wonder if a lot of people think that we're going to head towards socialism, then they're going to be voting against that. I start to wonder if a lot of people think that the president is the one who got us into this situation, then people are going to vote against or are going to vote Democratic because of that. You know, it just starts to make me wonder how like this thing that we're in right now is going to make people vote, because I don't even know if people are voting for one person anymore that much.
I mean, I feel like
as much as they're voting against how they want the world to be and what they think.
I think people used to vote for their party, right? I think a lot of times people voted for their party. I think now people are voting because
it's too diverse now.
Yeah, I think people hate the other person now.
Yeah.
Yeah, what you said. I think people used to vote, oh, I don't really love the guy, but I'm a Republican, so I vote for XYZ. Now I think people go, I fucking hate Joe Biden, or I hate Hillary, or whoever, and they go, I'm for sure going to vote for this guy, regardless of the party, they get so annoyed with the other party that they're like, I'll do anything to get rid to make sure they don't get in. You know, which in essence is the same, but I think it's more personal now. People really who hate Trump hate Trump. People who hate Biden and Hillary and Bernie, same way. They have the same kind of hate on both sides. So,
but people have gotten people are more. We just have to get away from this two-party
system is the most flawed thing on earth.
Yeah, and hopefully that's what I think is that whatever's going on over the past 8 years, 4 years, and in the future that's where it's leading us.
Well, you should be able to pick. You should be able to pick from, you know what? You have to have an odd number, isn't that the case per? So you'd have to have like 3 per side or something like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, if it was 3 candidates from Republican Party, 3 candidates from the Democratic Party, that's who you would want to put up a fight, because then you'd get an extreme from the Republican, a middle from the Republican, and then a more almost left-leaning Republican, or someone like, you know, Pete Buttigieg. You know who that? You know, Buttigieg is almost like he could be both. He's somewhere in the middle. You know, he's a gay vet who loves guns, but also is pro-gay marriage, but also is very conservative in his financial approach about taxes. So you're like, this guy's kind of all over the place. But you need that option to be viable because it's legitimate. That's how people think these days. Nobody is one way at all. No one's all the way in on anything. I don't believe it to be true.
I wish we elected the president and the vice president. I always thought that Bernie and Trump would have been a good ticket.
Yeah, like why does he get to bring his friend to the party that we didn't approve? I don't understand that.
It's always weird because, why did they get to bring in? Because then you could really check say if somebody got president, then you could check them by having a vice president that had different views and like
totally
incorporated more of your views. So then it would always be like they're always going to have somebody that they're going to have to discuss things with.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, no, I think people are going to, this is going to change a lot as far,
hopefully it'll change a
lot. But also I think we need to get back to a place where we step back after all this chaos and we start to understand that like agenda isn't the way to get messages across. Mm-hmm. We need to have conversations.
Yeah.
Because people are just hearing stuff and then they get mad. Like I got mad the other night. Not mad, but I was like, this is fucked up. There's a Procter & Gamble commercial. Mm-hmm. Procter & Gamble is a major fucking corporation. Mm-hmm. And it's a commercial where it's a young black dad with his son, and they get looks everywhere they go, right? There's a little girl waving out of a Mercedes, a little white girl, and the mom rolls up the window when she sees that she's waving at a black kid. And then he puts his son in the pool, and a white dad gets his son out of the pool because the black guy is in the pool. And then the very end of the commercial, you see that they were in a courtroom, and then you pan around and he's a judge, the dad, the black dad. And it's this thing that's like, it's a conversation we need to have about racial inequality and judgment and silent racist intentions and yada, yada, yada. While I know what they're saying, I know what they're trying to communicate, I think that is so poorly done.
Yeah.
This is the commercial because all this does to me is you can play it in the background because I don't think there's any, it's just music. There's no dialogue. But, you know, they show him and his son having a good day, and then it's waving at a white girl in a Benz, and the mom is like, no way, you don't get to wave at blacks. Like,
what? What is this from 1940?
This is now. They're airing this shit right now. And look, don't hold the elevator for the black guy, says the 3 whites in the elevator.
Oh, my God.
Well, I mean, dude, this is insane. This is going on. I just saw this last night when I was watching baseball.
Ooh, is that a thought coming in the door? She's cute, huh?
Mm-hmm. But look, would you like to sit to that table next to the black guy? No way. We'd rather sit over here. You know, let's get out of the pool. I don't want to get in the pool because the black guy's in there with his son. Right. Oh, you're in a fancy shoe store. Look at the black guy. Look at the black guy. Checked on the black guy. He's black. We don't know what he's going to do in here. So, right. The message is extremely obvious of what Procter & Gamble is saying. I just want to see what the script is at the end. You know.
Should I skip ahead?
Yeah,
right.
Skip to he's a judge now. You know, we cut to a courtroom. They turn the cameras around, and obviously we see he's a judge. And their statement is...
Good for him, man.
Yeah.
And this is based on a true story?
Yeah. Yeah. But it turns out he didn't even go to school to be a judge. Let's all talk about... what is that? Let's all...
Talk about the look so we can see...
Talk about the look so we can see beyond it. Okay. So here's what I want to say about this, and then I don't want to ramble on too more about it. But it made me mad last night because I know what they're saying. Do many black people in America... or maybe a high majority feel that they get things like this, that things like this happen to them? Mm-hmm. Perhaps, yes, perhaps so. That can be true, right?
Yes.
This message, though, is almost like saying all white people do this stuff.
Yeah.
All of you do this, which is so fucking wrong and not true that this should say there's a very small percentage of white people who publicly have no shame in being racist.
Right.
And they're fucking assholes and fuck them forever.
Yeah.
But the conversation should say, let's talk about how people are blatantly racist and why it's wrong versus this shows different factions of white people at different levels of life shunning black people, and it's almost saying this is what you do without knowing it. It's like, no, the fuck I don't.
Right.
No, the fuck I don't. Put that saying like it's this. I believe in my heart that the high majority of whites in this country aren't inherently racist towards black people in that fashion.
I agree.
Right? I just don't believe that to be
agree.
true.
And I've agreed it for a long time.
Do I think there's some people that are? Yes.
Right.
Yes, there are probably a portion of people that see a black guy in a pool and don't swim in it because that white guy's racist.
Right.
Okay? Do I think most do that? No.
Yeah.
But this message is like saying most, if not all, white people are racist towards black people, and I just don't believe it. I just don't think that's true because it is perpetuating a narrative that is so broad. How could you encompass all the whites?
It's almost ignorant to have this be the narrative, almost.
Yeah, it's fucked up because that's not how I fucking feel.
No.
So you're speaking for me now,
right?
Procter and fucking Gamble.
Yeah, and so and a lot of this comes from, I think, the people who make these commercials now and who are in the driver's seat of a lot of the advertising and all of that. They're all from a lot of the same places.
Yeah,
it's the same repeat people over and over again who have never lived in different communities.
Right,
and so they think that this is what it's like everywhere because that's what they see on their news.
Because they don't live in those worlds.
Right.
You said exactly what I said on this last podcast I did with Fitzsimmons. My biggest beef with a lot of white people yelling the loudest is they don't interact with anybody of color anyway.
Right.
They have no black friends. They have fuck saying just black friends. They have no friends of any other race besides whites. So then they go, this is what I think other whites do.
Right.
Well, that you don't live in the world. Especially Procter and fucking Gamble,
insane. It's
a massive corporation.
Company.
Yeah. What world do you live in that you know that?
And what I would rather see, what I think it would be more helpful, would be to show a commercial that shows people of all ethnicities treating a different ethnicity a certain way.
Yeah.
Because I think I believe that there's way more bigotry in the country than there is actual inherent or like that systemic racism people talk about.
Yeah.
I think there's way more bigotry that goes all types of ways.
Oh, please. Everyone is racist. There is so much bigotry to any other race. Yeah, it's not just a street of one-way street of white people being racist to black people.
And people are so tired. White people who have been doing their best their entire lives to not be racist and to be supportive of black community, to be supportive of black artists. My favorite comedians are black. And have been my whole life.
Well, the most popular ones are.
Yeah.
Like the best.
And they're the most popular, popular musicians. Like, I feel like there's a lot of, support of black culture. I see that a lot more than I see stuff like this anymore.
Correct. Because this exists. I'm not saying it doesn't.
But it's small, and you're making the rest of us who aren't that way, you're making us angry, not at black people, but you're making us angry at this repeated beating us over the head with a narrative that doesn't apply to us, that you keep putting us into.
Fact.
And I think you're going to have a lot of people that are going to vote in the election against the media.
Yeah.
And I don't know what that vote looks like for them, but I think a lot of people don't care who the candidates are, but if they can find a way to vote against shit like this, that's what they want to vote
against. You said it
against.
right, bro. They're beating you in the head with a narrative that doesn't apply to you, and so it infuriates people like me to go, you're saying that it's like you're saying, I need to have this conversation about racists. I already know there's racist pieces of shit.
Yeah.
I don't need, fuck them. The conversation needs to have, look how many people in our communities, at least the ones that I live in, or my friendship circle, people that I'm a part of, that are supportive of other cultures and races, and we get along, and we enjoy one another's company. If you put that image out more, don't you think that does better? Don't you think it does better to show us interacting with other cultures and races versus going, this happens all the time, this is happening on a daily basis? No, I have enough black friends that have told me they get treated differently in different situations.
Yeah.
They have, to my face, been like, no, when I walk into this kind of place, I get treated like this. That's right. It happens, right? But this is, once again, that is a small amount of people who are outwardly racist and do racist things, right?
Yeah.
I'm not talking about subconscious racism. I'm not talking about when someone says they see a black guy in a nice car and they go, well, he must be a rapper or an athlete. In their mind, they go, he can't just be a lawyer, right? That's subconscious racism that people have. I'm talking about, this is blatant, obvious, get my kid out of the pool. There's a black guy in the pool. I just don't believe that this is rampant. And maybe it is in certain parts of the world, or country, but I got to tell you, that ain't the fucking majority.
No, it's not at all. Dude, I was in Oklahoma. We were touring. We stopped in Oklahoma at a lake, right? This is one small little bitty example. We stopped in a place where if you showed pictures of the place to anybody in one of the coastal cities, they'd be like, oh, man, I bet there's racism everywhere.
Right.
We went out and stopped and went swimming in the side of this lake, right? And it was mostly white people. They had 3 black kids there, or 2 black children that seemed fully African American, and then 1 black kid that seemed black and white.
It was mixed, yeah.
And they were part of they had a black and white couple, and then they had one of the kids had been adopted. And it was like, nobody there was there was no race. Everybody's having a good time.
Right.
Like, that's so much more of what I've seen in my life.
Same. I see more of that than I see the other side. And we travel the country. When somebody goes, you're a California liberal, you don't fucking know. What do you mean? I lived on planes for 10 years, going to every part of this country, seeing all different cultures. And there are people that have hate in their heart. They exist. But you can't help that as much as you can't help anything else. It's like, ignorance will exist. But I think the message we need to show people is people getting along with other people. We need positivity in this shitty time. Show people interacting with people of other race. Procter & Gamble put out a commercial about how we're doing our best to be one, to be a race of humans instead of this fucking great divide. Instead of,
Because it's not even real, bro. That's the thing.
I know.
The divide is not even real.
No, they've made it more of a thing.
Yeah. The news wins when you do that. That's a scary thing.
Well,
man.
look at what they did in Portland. It's a fucking war in Portland. And, look up the fucking stats in Portland. I just looked it up the other day. It's like,
it's not even that bad.
But it's also like these storming the streets for Black Lives Matter. I understand why people are protesting, but you look up Portland, Oregon on fucking Wikipedia, and you're like, the inherent fucking racist past of Portland, Oregon, you want to talk about? Go Google it, of railroad workers that were black, that were basically socially enslaved in this fucking city for years. And it's one of the highest percentages of all white communities in the United States. There's all these fucking loud, angry white people with no black friends, with no black communities near them, but they're mad at things they have no connection to. And you're like, how real can it be? When you've never lived with any other race, do you really know what you're talking about?
That's the thing. I've always said that.
Like, how do you know? You don't fucking live among... It's like 79% fucking white or something insane. You're like, what? I just like... You're the most segregated fucking city in the United States. You're the most mad? I don't understand. Like... I don't get it. That kind of stuff blows my fucking brain.
That's crazy, man.
I get frustrated because I'm like,
yeah, no, it's frustrating.
We should be coming together as one, dude.
And
we should
because that's what
group.
we're actually doing in real life. We are coming together.
Yeah,
bro. You watch sport, like we are in reality. We are coming together. You look at younger generation, all their friend groups. I feel like a lot of their friend groups are really mixed.
Same. I see that all the time.
All the time.
But why isn't that on Procter and fucking Gamble?
I don't know.
That's what my point is. Like, we need to push that narrative more for us to be like, yo. We're trying as a community to grow.
And most people do, I think, Andrew. I think a lot of people choose. We can choose to. And there are moments in the week where I choose to want to get angry.
Yeah, me too.
And so I go to find those things to make me that way.
But we need to not anymore.
I think, and we're trying, and we can do better.
Yeah,
That's what we can do better.
Yeah.
Is not imbibe in their bullshit.
Right. It's just push it to the side.
Yeah. If I want to be racist, I'll be racist against Dan Brendan. He's fucking half British, I found out yesterday.
Is he really?
Yeah.
And you can't trust those?
I mean, you can trust him, but it's documented that it's risky.
It's very risky. It has a bad history. He's half British?
Dude, his aunt has an accent.
Oh, fuck. Really?
Yeah. Good day, bro.
Chip, Perio. Hey,
good
cheerio.
Day.
Yeah.
Clean out the chimney, bub. That's his aunt, dude. She's putting a thick up on the roof, dude, with a damn, feather deal. Dude, I got to come on Whiskey Ginger.
Yeah, you got to come on. I want to have you on so we can sit and talk and
I want to come on in a couple
old
weeks.
School shop. Yeah.
Do they have non-alcoholic whiskey, I wonder?
If not, they have de-alkalized wine. They have like soju that's de-alkalized. I don't know. I'm gonna find some. I'll find some whiskey that's de-alkalized.
They
We'll
have to
try
have
it.
something, huh?
Yeah, they gotta have something that's close to it.
Alcohol-free whiskey.
There you go. They gotta have something.
Can we order? Let's order one right now if we can, Nick.
Yeah.
And then I'll bring it in.
0%. That's great. It's
I'll
called
bring it in.
Ritual, zero proof.
It is?
An
That's a good
old-fashioned
name.
Manhattan. And I'll make you an old-fashioned or something.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, we'll make something good.
Get a bottle, dude. I'll come in. Yeah, I want to come in. I'll come in a couple weeks.
I think it'll be really fun. And we won't yell about what's going on in the news as much. It's just that my passion got real.
It's okay, man.
Well, it's just last night rubbed me the wrong way. And then you know what's so funny? I took my
It makes
dog
me
for a
mad,
walk.
too.
And it made me feel okay again.
You took that dog out?
Yeah, I took my dog out and I was like, okay, it's fine. I was mad for a little bit and then I was like, that's fine. Life is okay.
Right.
Animals will show you that life is fine. Like, it's just like...
Right.
They just show you that they're like, no, it's fucking, we're going to be okay. We just keep functioning the way that we function. You don't need to worry about other people's bullshit. Like, just...
It's really true, man. It's like, yeah, we just have... It's always that. It's just like, do what you can do.
Yeah. Do what you can do. Try your best. We're all going to die. So have some fun. Figure it out. Be as cool as you can.
Yeah, be a part of... Yeah, just try to be a part of something that's a little different, you know? Sometimes it's tough, you know?
Yeah.
Sometimes you grow up with stereotypes. Dude, like I grew up, they didn't have any wealthy black people when I was growing up, except for some athletes.
Right.
So then I would get older, and when I would see a black guy in a nice car, I would think, oh, is that guy, for a certain age, I would think, oh, that guy must be a musician or an athlete.
Right, because you never saw anything else.
It was the only thing, it was the only way black people could get ahead.
Right.
But now... in places you see a black guy, it's not, you don't think the same thing.
No,
you know?
well, if you live in an area that has thriving culture, it helps to live in a place where you go a major metropolitan area when you see people have millions of different careers and there's not just one way to get out of a either impoverished or lower socioeconomic place, right? Yeah. When you see it, you learn it, you grow.
Yeah.
The more you fucking travel, the more you meet more people. And I don't mean travel to like, I'm vacationing in France. I mean, go 2 states over.
Yeah.
Go see how other people live in different places. You automatically learn inherently that your view of culture is not it's your little telescope is all you see in your hometown. When you leave that and you go to other places, you go, fuck, they don't function like that. Right. They don't feel this way. It's worth it.
And that's one thing that's great, I think, about the whole Black Lives Matter movement is it has made me examine how do I look at other races and cultures. Like, just to make sure, like, check in and be like, do you have like preconceived notions when you see a black guy?
Sure.
Like just from your own stereotypes over the years or your own experiences.
Do you have preconceived notions about anybody?
I think there's been some. I notice a little bit where I'm like, I'm a little bit more pensive sometimes when I see black people. I have a fear just from my own experiences growing up.
Right.
You know, growing up like a...
But I don't think that's racist as much as that is just your childhood.
Right. Agreed. I agree.
Right.
But also it's good, like some of this movement has made me stop and look and say, hey man, you can try to not carry those sometimes.
Totally.
You can try to, because people can feel that energy. And I have black friends, you know, I don't always have it, but there's moments where it's like, hey man, you know, recognize that you're just kind of having maybe a little bit of that flare up or a little bit of stereotype and see if you could just not, you know, try to let it be, you know.
Because you know that.
So that's one thing that's great about this, I do think, is that it
helps people be introspective.
Yes.
Yeah, you should look inside yourself. And I think that's a positive thing.
100%.
Because you know that any flaw you have doesn't come from hate.
Yeah.
Right? That's the difference. That's why I'm asking people to let people grow.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm sure it doesn't come from hate. I'm sure it comes from ignorance or misinformation or a lack of interaction. That's okay. Let's let people grow though. And because otherwise we're fucked.
We're all going to be canceled.
What's this? 0? Oh, you bought it. Oh, I like it.
Amen.
I like it. We can't put. Yeah, I like that. Well, I have to get
way.
you on.
0 proof whiskey.
0 proof.
I want that 0 proof.
By the way,
Coke.
I'm excited to see what it. Can we get some 0 proof Coke, Nick? Will you order that as well?
Dude, we can get some B12 actually and do that powder.
Let's do some B12.
Yeah.
That's what you do on TV when you sniff Coke.
Yeah.
I've done it before.
Dude, I did a pilot like a year and a half ago, and they had it, and there was like these two like 15-year-old girls doing it at this pool, and I went over there and did about 8 lines of it, dude.